City, it ain't no fun, no, but ain't no fun without a little bit of
Answer.
And I do have to 1, 2, 3.
South Jersey bad boys.
It's on your podcast. You
Yeah. They didn't know what the fuck was gonna.
Yeah. Conquer, dude. Get the hell out of here.
Get the hell out of here.
Soprano. We already got him rattled.
Smash my table, break the
We got
mic. I don't
him
like this,
rattled,
guys.
bro.
I invite
Holy
you
shit.
into. I put on my best tracksuit.
Your best
Yeah.
tracksuit, his
Which
best
means-
cross-country suit.
And I put on
Exactly.
Matt's pants.
And I invite you. We were like, maybe we'll do this at Matt's apartment, and I was like, it's not just another episode. It's the dogs. It's the boys that are
Yeah,
coming through. And
yeah.
then you come into my domicile, drink my White Claws.
Take your kid's cheese.
Yeah, eat my kid's cheese.
Yeah.
And then have the gall
Yep.
to just
It's what the people want.
to just lay it on my wicker furniture table like that, to just flop them out
Listen,
like that.
if you thought
Yeah.
we weren't coming in here with all due disrespect, you got another thing coming.
Well,
No,
Exactly.
well, this is, and I don't think this is. I feel like we can talk about this on here. Like, you guys admittedly have a bad podcast. Like, and how did you get the inspiration to like sing in the beginning of it? Like, because me and John, we like, I don't know, we like care about ours. We like put time into
Yeah.
it. So we had somebody put together a theme song. Like,
Yeah.
how did it like strike?
Well,
that you
yeah.
guys were
the
like,
good thing is what you do to have a really settle down is to get a really bad podcast. You got to invest in all the things before you even get like a good report going, like you guys did. You know, like a theme song and
Yeah.
like you know,
Okay.
And like
if by
and,
invest you mean beg our friends to do things for free, then
and
we
like
invested
camera quality.
heavy.
And then they're like, yeah, but wait until they get some material.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, it will come. If you build it, it will come.
Rob
That's-
Cruz told us that he only gives away free stuff like that to the needy, and he said, I'm not going to do that for free for you guys. I think you should take the Cops theme song and then sing it yourself. Do whatever you got to do first.
True.
Yeah.
And then once the ad revenue starts coming in a couple months, come back. So we're waiting on
Well,
Rob
we
to get
went
back
a
to
weird
us.
way too, where we were like, let's go with the content first.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
like and the laughs and like
oh, I meant to ask you guys about that.
stuff,
So
stuff that people can enjoy.
we're having a hard time filling like 37 minutes. We were thinking about taking calls to like spread a little more time in there. Do you guys have any thoughts about that?
I
Actually-
would say just ramble, with no laughs for 2 hours. Who gives a shit? Just talk about like you're in confession and like no one's listening and that no one will ever pay for
You
it.
guys sound like
And
a
you'll
couple
get
guys who need
somewhere.
confession. And we're
Yeah.
here. We're Father John and
Yeah.
Father Matt.
And that's why we allow confessions to come in live to the podcast. The phone number is 856-617-4627. But we actually got a call today. I don't know who did this. I'm genuinely curious. I didn't even have you listen to it. Somebody called and they played a voice message saying that a certain Tony Parlante is ready for his rectal exam at a thing. So I just think it's. I don't even have this phone number saved, and they're just calling us. I don't know who it is, but it's
Call him
somebody-
back.
Yeah.
Should we call him
Maybe
on
it's
air?
Tony
That
P
went
himself.
great for us
think
last
it-
time. We
yeah,
had somebody
live
call
calls.
somebody on
Do you think
air.
it's Tony himself? He like finally figured out how to dial his flip phone, and he's just calling in the podcast.
I think as he approaches his twilight years, anything is on the table for
I
that
love
young
how
man.
interested you guys immediately of saying, what would be good if we called somebody live on air.
Dude, we don't
Yeah,
actually think
we're
it's
doing
that
it,
good of
baby.
an idea, dude.
It's a
It's a
pretty good
fine
idea.
idea.
No,
It
I
is
love
a
that
fun-
idea.
fun idea.
We nailed it with Cody. We only had to cut most of the audio from
Oh, yeah.
Cody berating
Talk
the
about
other
a South Jersey
Mugabug
bad
owner.
boy.
That's a South Jersey bad boy.
edition.
Man, editing that was fun. I don't know what I'm doing, especially when I edit. Usually it's just like I copy and paste, but it was just like I had to cut out the lady's name. I had to cut out where Cody threatened her life like multiple
He
times.
tends to do that.
It was a light threat.
It was
wasn't
a cute
anything,
threat. It was
yeah.
a cute threat.
It wasn't
He's a
anything
cute guy.
outlandish.
Yeah.
It took me 2 seconds for you to realize you weren't talking about Rob Cody and calling Rob Cody by his last name. So I guess.
Oh yeah, that's their fault.
Rob
for having,
Cody though, he's somebody that I would threaten multiple lives on a
How
daily
about
basis.
it, y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah, how about it, y'all?
it?
He's
I'm a
trying to
relaxing
relax.
kinda
How
guy.
about it, y'all?
Yeah.
There's a bomb attached to your air conditioner in the back.
Yeah.
I wouldn't make a false move.
Did
If
he
we-
plant those bombs at the '96 Olympics? In
Probably.
Atlanta?
A lot of
I
people are
think-
starting to speculate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got that look to him.
I've heard that rumor going around.
Yeah.
I wasn't there, dude. I was just born. But I remember when you guys were probably born in like the early 80s, late 70s.
Yeah.
Like,
I was
you must
too
have
busy.
experienced-
Was the '96 team? That was the dream team.
John was working.
was when they were good.
We
Yeah.
were 3.
Yeah,
Sure. Yeah.
I was on my
That
second
was-
marriage,
Matt was semen.
and that was when America was America, if you ask me.
Especially in Georgia.
I was gonna say, if we talk loud enough, we can. Rob Cody could probably hear us. So
Yeah,
this
he
one's
could.
for you, Rob. Not just the cameras. We're in my back.
Is
He
Rob
lives-
closer to Camden?
No, he's further away.
Oh, okay.
I would love for a gunshot to be in the background audio of this because you do hear him every once in a while.
Yeah.
And I have to lie to my daughter and go fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in all sincerity, we did, and I'm not even doing a bit right now. We kind of like inspired you guys to kind of get together a little bit. A little bit.
True.
Keep it.
We
keep
were
it
looking,
a, keep
we were
it a
looking at
brick
the South
with us,
Jersey
dude.
market.
Sure.
Right? We investigate. You do some comps.
I
You're
got a good
getting
example after this. Sorry, just to remind me. Go ahead.
we were looking at some comps. As you do with John and Brendan, you would know, looking at comps in the real estate market. That's what we were doing, going down, and we're like, we found a niche.
Was that a home ownership?
That was a home ownership
Yeah.
thing. We're all
So-
taxpayers here. I don't know.
Dan's
about-
got cocaine energy. I'll tell you what.
What
I love
the
it.
crud was
I'm
all
here
that
for it.
about?
He's got
So,
cocaine
hell,
realtor
We're just going.
energy.
We have a whole segment talking about this old house and everything, and we can get into it. We can go wall by wall, panel by panel through here.
What an
yeah.
elitist! What a nasty thing to say, dude. You know how much? You know how hard I rent, dude. You know how much money I'm making, Mr. Haddon Town Center. That guy's a millionaire because of me.
It's Dr. Haddon Town Center.
Doctor,
Okay.
attorney law.
Dr. Haddon Town
Yeah.
Center style.
Esquire.
But as you were, sorry.
Yeah, but we just looked at the marketplace and we saw a hole that needed to be filled because whenever we've been a couple of guys that see holes that need to be filled.
We'll fill any hole.
Any hole. We've been known to do that.
Oh,
Yep. In bathrooms at open mics, it doesn't really matter where. Any hole just needs to be filled where there
It's
with
just a
caulk.
natural thing you fill
Caulk,
with.
cock, whatever you want.
You guys remind me a lot of if instead of Tom Cruise in Rain Man, they just had another Dustin Hoffman,
Yeah.
and the two of them just went to the casino together. You're like 100 miles an hour, Dustin Hoffman, and you're like a little knocked in the head, Hoff.
That's actually in our bio of the South
like
Jersey
it.
Band.
Yeah, I like it.
It's just the worst version of the Migos. Just Brendan's all ad libs.
Didn't
He's
one
like,
of those
own a house,
die
own a house.
recently?
Yeah, blast off. We already talked about him. Rest
Yeah.
in peace.
Listen, what I was
Oh,
going to
okay.
say about, like, in
That
all,
was so inconsiderate.
in all sincerity, as this guy likes to say, of how you guys inspired us. It reminds me of when you start stand up,
Oh,
right?
boy.
And you're like, you haven't done it yet, so you don't have anything to base it off of. But then you see that one guy to open mic that's so bad, you go, I could do better than that guy.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
And inspiration. And then,
Yeah, and then 5 years later, that guy's booking you on shows.
Dan and I
You're like,
saw
oh,
that,
damn
and we
it.
said, you know what, we can do better than that,
Dude,
we should get involved.
when do
We
you
should get
start
involved.
then, fellas? We got to get. What do we got going on here?
Yeah, I don't know. And my wife even gave you guys cupcakes as a gift. She
Yeah.
only gave 4 because she's like, that's what you guys were worth.
And we won't even touch them.
Well, it's because your
You
wife
dressed
is.
the part tonight.
Yeah.
I mean,
Have some goddamn respect.
Who's this?
Get some fucking I got some fucking got the dogs on the socks. Hiked these puppies up. Got my best grass cutters on my feet.
Yeah.
This is crap, dude. This is
Yeah,
all
you know
crap.
what? This
You're
is-
faking like you don't want to roll your jeans. Deep down, when you walked out of the house, I know you.
funny
looked down
I
and
did
you
it
went,
actually. These jeans came in the mail to one of my friends' house.
these
They
jeans
got them
came
randomly.
pre-rolled.
And
that's-
they're
Matt
express.
was
They're
inspired by
3430.
Barbie's summer capris.
No,
Yep.
dude, Brendan, you can't wear the same exact outfit as me right now and try to come. You're dressed like you look like my left nut, dude.
Those shorts,
Yeah?
your testicles are an inch from hanging out the bottom of those.
Oh, you don't like cream? Is that what you're trying to say?
It's
you don't
also
appreciate,
funny
like,
to think that like 3/4 length pants would just be pants on you.
Oh,
That's just
Not if
Guys.
they were sized up appropriately.
like a normal
This
tall
guy's a
male's
dumbass.
crop. No, like if Matt was wearing a 3/4 legging, if
Let's
you will.
leave him out of this.
Sorry, I
Okay.
didn't know this was the Handsome Dumbass podcast.
This is the Handsome Regular Guys podcast.
This
dude.
is exactly what the liberal women want us to do: is argue against each
True.
other when we
Yeah,
could be
let's just
making fun of the
start-
broads.
Let's hate on all the female
Yeah,
South
let's hate
Jersey
on all the broads
podcasts.
out there trying to make their podcasts in the
Are
South
there
Jersey
any-
market.
Are there any lady South Jersey podcasts? I don't think.
There's no lady South Jersey comedians.
No,
I
not
just
that
meant like podcasts in general, like gardening, violin.
Oh God, I don't know. You would know better than.
There's got to
we
be a
would,
true
you
crime,
guys.
right?
There's
got
gotta
to be
be
a
a true-
girl, there's,
yeah.
especially like this town. There's got to be a girl that lives here that has a true crime.
Oh wait,
podcast.
did you?
There's I think there's
And
a couple.
she probably has 4,000
I
times the
think I've
listeners of
tuned in
us
a couple.
combined.
Check
Actually, an episode of Unsolved Mysteries that just came out on Netflix of a girl down near AC. Did you watch that? Yeah, I did. Yeah, there
Near
was a girl
AC?
that got hit on the train, and it's on Unsolved Mysteries, and we should probably cover that in one of our episodes. If you
Because
guys
that's something
wanna-
that we would do.
Yeah, because you
I
guys.
wasn't buying it either. It was some girl that got hit by a train, and they were just like, she wasn't suicidal, and then they're just like, what happened? And
Oh, a
it's-
South Jersey unsolved mystery.
like she lives in Atlantic
just-
City.
It was just a bunch of people that were like, yeah, you know,
way out.
she left home and she just wandered down to the train tracks, and her shoes
What was the guy's name from Unsolved Mysteries? The original ones.
Chris Harrison.
with the trench coat.
Chris Harrison.
Chris
Is that-
Hansen.
Chris Hansen.
Chris
Yeah.
Hansen.
Those are solved mysteries. You know. what I'm
Chris
saying?
Harrison is
agree.
the host of the
No,
Bachelor.
but the old one
Yeah,
would come out,
yeah.
he'd be like, "This is unsolved
Yeah,
mysteries."
he's in the trench coat.
I just want that trench coat guy to just be a dude coming out of a Wawa. Just like, yo, listen, girl named Diane I used to work with, she's not around anymore. So we started a show to look for her. We're going to start in Atlantic City. Have you been here? My 21st birthday.
Let's grab a shorty and see what's going on.
3 days later, he's like, all right, now that we're done partying in Atlantic City, let's fight his dumb dead bitch.
Dude, that is every scene cuts it. He's just finishing eating.
Just finishing a hoagie.
Yeah, but we call her last week. She's freaking out, dude. That's the greatest transition you could have.
We should film a South Jersey Unsolved Mysteries. That would be nice.
Yeah, I think that is a great sketch.
The problem is we would solve it because nobody else is doing that work. You know, it's like no cops are doing the work to look for.
The answer every
that's how
time
people
is
in Atlantic City.
Camden. That's where the body is every time.
It just cuts short right at the end. The body was found in Camden. Yeah, it's been
Everyone's like,
decomposing
"Oh,
for 3 weeks.
Yes, okay.
Yep.
That's how we're going to build out this South Jersey podcast scene.
Yeah.
I think
so as well.
we don't build it out anymore.
Yeah,
Is
I
it
think
already
we, I
kind
think
of
we just make
yeah.
this one. I think the four of us we make it a dynasty, if you will.
That's what Dan and I have been working on.
Yeah,
That's what we've been trying to build up. Yeah.
that's why. I mean, it's funny how we have had you guys on here, but
Yeah.
Well, you got to earn it. You got to earn it.
have we been on
I
that?
don't know. We went to Dan's house to be I
mean-
put food in a funny thing, whatever that podcast is called. We went to
And
Brendan.
that guy we delivered that
yeah.
to keeps on texting me about when are you guys going to do some more stuff? I was like, this really has
Yeah.
legs.
I mean, in a
Gentlemen,
way,
if you
Tell
want
guys
to,
about our conspiracy guy that we got on.
Oh Jesus!
Who is this?
When you start telling people you're taking callers, you get an influx of lunatics.
we
I
have,
talked
we
to
have a
some
legitimate
guy.
conspiracy guy.
We got a guy
And he
that
knows, like he knows we're
A legit
he knows
dude.
what
Talking
happened to
about him.
Tower 7.
Yeah.
Whoa, we're not even joking. He's got everything, dude.
Everything.
Is he a allowed to be named guy?
He goes by.
Is he a blurred face?
He goes by JC.
Oh, you have a goes by guy?
He goes by JC,
No,
and he has a
goes
lot
by
of
guys, man. We gotta
paranormal
step it
stuff.
up.
Jesus Christ.
He's mostly
that's
into
my
the
only
paranormal.
use.
Figure that
Well,
one out.
man.
Yeah. He's very into the paranormal. He's very religious.
What about the power normal? I like to look into that. You
Yeah,
know what
that
I'm
was
saying?
worth it.
Brendan was like,
All right.
Brendan asked this guy, he's like, you ever tell people JC stands for Jesus Christ? He's like, you know what? I have.
He's like, I got a
To
story
be
about
fair,
that.
you guys are like, hey, we got a retard on our podcast. Oh, nice, dude. We got like 9 of those.
Yeah, that's how we roll. There's
Yeah,
not
man.
enough in this area to get on there.
He
So
fits in perfectly.
We got to talk to a guy in Arizona who used to be in med school before he went and became a quack.
And, and this is not slander because I don't know when this is going to come out. JC, we're excited for the next episode that's going to come out. He knows
The report.
We haven't revealed
Yeah,
anything.
don't bring us into this
Yeah,
when the
we're not.
FBI comes knocking on your door.
Yeah.
We do
I'd
not
like to
trust
just
you,
have a
dude.
disclaimer that the handsome idiots do not support anything that Mr. C says, and
We'll
we
put John's
you know,
address up here.
Yeah, you can edit that in, right, John?
Yeah,
It's
no.
just,
No.
or on Yale Avenue
Damn
or
it,
something.
There's just men
Yeah.
in black walking down the driveway.
This guy, JC, I'll get back to you. He sent me about 37 unread texts at this point. But he was telling me about how there's a portal to hell in his basement and that there's demons that come out of it and he has pictures of them.
Not joking. He's sending us proof. That's our next episode.
Yeah.
What?
He sent me
can
photos
Can you
that have...
pull him out one?
Oh, I'll pull him out one. Here,
Dude.
I'll pull you out one, and
They
you
keep,
tell me
as
if you
you're
see
looking.
it.
Now,
They
I'm
keep
looking at
talking
them.
about like how like aliens may be a real thing, and now it's
Yeah.
like become more and more of a threat. What if the person to break the whole story about aliens coming to Earth was the South Jersey Bad Boys?
Dan does
would
look
be, like, pretty
the part.
But
unbelievable.
like news sources had to be like, and recently on the South
Yeah.
Jersey Bad Boys.
That-
is what you get.
That's simply too many words to
Yeah.
send
Dan
to another
looks
person.
like the guy that has information.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
the
Dan does
information.
have too much information
Yes.
about almost anything.
A little bit too
True.
much.
He looks like he just crawled out a cave somewhere,
Dude.
with some stories.
I mean, local stuff. We could do a show in a town that was just formed 8 minutes ago, and Dan knows every inch of
Every
history of the
local
I
entire
know the
thing.
mayor is mistress, everything.
They'd be like, so the
Just-
football team's 4-4.
Yeah,
Whoa,
that's
that was-
terrifying. Look, is that your guy,
was a
dude?
little
He's
spooky.
that's our
wrestling.
guy. Dude, he's coming
JC,
in.
we did not mean to besmirch you.
He's like, quit talking shit,
J-
fellas.
JC told me to delete these photos as soon as we look at them because the demons use phones as portals. So because I kept them on my phone. But here we go. Here's
You need to get a burner. You
I
need
know.
a burner
Well,
for
I
your.
use Google Voice. It's as big of a burner as I can go since I'm not allowed in Walmart anymore.
Wait,
And-
did you? Can we just rewind? Did you just get really shook by leaves in a breeze?
Yes.
I didn't get shook at all, dude. I fucking flexed, and because I like
used to have any
lift
yard.
a lot
He's
of
got breezy
weight,
shorts on, dude. That went
Whoa.
right up
guys.
those
Okay.
sleeves.
Are those
All right.
Nike Pro Combats you got under there?
Dude, they're just a pair of socks for a guy like
No,
me.
I was talking about the compression shorts.
Oh, yeah, they could be,
Compression
dude.
shorts with
Could be, guys.
Yeah.
Guys,
With
I know
some
you're.
Hobbit slippers is an interesting choice.
Yeah, get your yucks out, dude, guys.
I'm
One
still
day,
just
dude,
amazed at the disrespect.
one day you guys are gonna walk into an office and
Yeah.
you're gonna be applying for a job.
Finish this.
And don't
be
do
good.
it. Oh, look at old bit shitter Donnegan's here, guys.
There we go.
Oh, that was worth
Warming
it.
up.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Your calves are really big.
Dude, don't you dare besmirch these calves.
God, holy shit! Where the fuck did those suckers come from?
Look how they
Again,
know-
just
they
the
don't even know each other's
disrespect.
calves.
You bring that into my home?
Yeah, we're having a good time.
This is where I eat my meals.
Okay.
I fall asleep out here sometimes.
Yeah, bro.
Out here.
It's a problem.
John was
didn't mean
asleep
to-
out here when Ryan Foster was putting in that.
Yeah,
that
he did a
fan.
great job. Shout out to
Yeah.
podcast guest alumni
He
Ryan
was
Foster.
shirtless for some reason.
He was like, he just did push-ups and was like,
with Trish alone.
no,
That was
I made sure
weird.
she wasn't here.
That's
But it
smart.
was me and my daughter watched him put it up there, and then he looked at my daughter and was like, it's funny your dad's gonna call people to do manly stuff. I was like, dude, she's not even 2 yet. Calm down. Yeah.
He's like, she'll know.
4 years
gets
from now,
it,
Foster
though.
would have been hitting on her probably, but
Yeah. Came over here with all that stolen copper wire. Didn't even tell you to turn the breaker off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, let me tell you about trade school. I was like, come on, man.
Thank God I'm having a son just, for the sake of Foster being around. It's like I
Yeah.
don't even have to worry
Yeah,
about
you
that.
won't even have to worry about
Oh,
it.
yeah, son. You're having a son. A
Baby
child.
You're having a son.
Holy
yeah.
hell.
Yeah.
Damn. I was telling Brendan about that because I was like, dude, now instead of when your son goes to prom, you don't have to worry about, beating some dude's ass if it was a girl. I mean, there's still a chance your son could have his boy at prom. But at least when he comes home from these dances, you could just smell his finger and not have to worry about beating somebody up.
That's what I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to.
That's
Everyone's
what
like,
I-
what are you
yeah.
most excited about?
Sniffing
things.
sniffing fingers after the 8th grade dance.
I could see you being a hardened dad.
Yeah.
I thought you might be a kind of a lax guy, but now that I've spent a little time with you for the first time, you seem like you're gonna be a hard ass dad, dude.
Hardo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really though.
Well, I mean, you guys saw the energy I just brought into this room right
Yeah,
now.
I
And
still, don't, I still don't
down,
appreciate
I
it
can do
or like it.
I don't think we like you laying it down, dude. And I
Yeah.
think your
I'll lay it
son's gonna
down,
feel the
dude.
exact
No.
same.
I'll lay this
Yeah.
chode wherever I want. You know what
Dude,
I'm
please
saying?
don't. It's gonna smell like cottage cheese. Yeah. But the son's coming. Do we have a due date? Can we
March-
discuss this
yeah,
publicly?
March
Dude
31st.
date? Did you call it a
What is
dude
it?
date?
Yeah, it was pretty
If you
fun.
a dude date? Is that
Dude
what time
date.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
March 31st.
No fooling.
Yeah.
Wow, that kind of not the best
It's gonna
birthday, but it's fine.
It's going to sneak up on you.
What happened on
Yeah.
March 31st?
Towers went down.
The Ides of March,
The
right?
Ides.
That's
That
when
was
they,
March.
when they filmed the towers going down.
During an Irish festival, the towers went down.
Yeah.
Yeah, March 31st, baby boy.
Holy shit. What if it's a day late and it's on April Fool's Day?
What if it's not yours?
Wow, you'll never know if you had a kid.
Yeah. What if it's
Well,
black?
That's true.
That could be true.
That's also
you fulfill
possible.
my bit?
yeah.
My parents' anniversary was on April Fool's. Is that
Nice. Was it really? Am I right?
funny? I had joked
Excuse
that
me,
it
I'm
was
gonna
just a
open
horrible
candy.
joke
This is how
gone
much I
wrong.
disrespect
My
you
dad
guys. I'm
stuck
gonna eat
with it.
candy.
Please let him eat the candy on the podcast, dude.
Kit Kat.
Look at
Watch,
that.
I'm gonna even
Kit Kat.
eat the Kit Kats weird. I'm not gonna break them apart. I'm gonna do this.
Holy
That's
shit,
certainly
dude.
weird.
This
Shaped
guy
like
doesn't
a
give a
weird
fuck
bite,
about
man.
you guys,
Yeah.
dude.
Talk about Twin Towers. You know what I'm saying?
This is the heart and soul of your podcast.
Brendan's like, I'm having a kid. John's like, been there, done that. I'm eating the Kit Kat, brother.
Oh, I'm having. Yeah, have fun.
You love being a dad.
So much.
It's such a dad.
So much. Dude,
Oh, have fun, this guy's. It's actually
I came to
the
grips
most
with
beautiful
today.
thing you'll
I'm just
ever
a stay-at-home
experience.
dad. I gotta stop lying to myself. I have a job, but I'm a stay-at-home dad. And
Don't act like we haven't had many of heart to hearts about how much you love.
dude, I
being a
cried when you
father.
told me you were having a kid.
Yeah.
It's the
Really?
best. Yeah.
Holy shit.
No, I was just like, oh, they're gonna let another one of them into the world. Yeah, like that kind of cry.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
It's a tough dialogue when you're like, I had a dream that my dad and my daughter were playing baseball with each
Oh,
other and teared
yeah.
up, and I'm like, so I drank this weekend again
yeah.
and puked and laid
Listen,
in my own
some of us wear
vomit.
tracksuits and we're better humans than others. I mean,
That's horse manure,
Listen.
dude. I'm a guy having fun, but I'm glad you're a good dad, and I
Yeah.
think Brenda will be a nice dad.
No,
And Dan,
it-
who knows what you're doing?
it's
Yeah.
fun.
I don't know.
Dan has taken on the dad culture.
I'm an
Without
enthusiast.
having
of-
any
True.
of the
Dan
kids.
Yeah.
is the most dad. out
You
of
are
anyone.
a piece
Yeah.
of shit.
Look at the shirt and the hat and the socks and the shoes.
On a bird nerd shirt with a duck on my hat. I fucking wear my best grass cutters over here. Look at these suckers. I can hide weed in there. It's yeah. It's just
You
yeah.
can hide pot in there.
I can hide. Yeah, you remember Rob
can put
Schneider
your
and Adam
weed in
Sandler?
there.
You can hide your weed in there, man. Yeah. Now that's
Yeah.
not even.
You were gonna thrive with dad jokes well into your like 60s.
Yeah.
He's already
duh.
got him.
I mean, they're locked up. They're locked and loaded. Yeah.
Yeah, and I also do love how coming into Collingswood here, you're driving by. I don't know if people know where you are. We listed our location. We get multiple bomb threats a week. But,
Cool.
So,
Yeah, well, you also let people's portals to hell
yeah, they
onto your podcast.
They have my phone number and probably my address. He actually played on a Major League Soccer team in Seattle.
He's
for
a
few
former
years.
pro soccer player.
All right,
Guys
hey,
like him usually never lie about things like that.
No,
too.
no, they don't. And he was
true.
in med school, and now he
True.
sees portals to hell. So I believe him.
Also, his girlfriend goes to a different school in Canada. You never met her.
He has a kid, and
She
he
goes to
in
lives over
different
there.
Yeah, she's a model though.
Yeah.
No big deal.
I do like how in Collingswood coming down here, you see all the dads and I guess the moms too. It's mostly dads and dads walking down the street that have bottles of wine because it's a BYO type of thing.
It's the
And just-
cutest town in America. Sorry.
Everyone just looks like it's fucking New Orleans or something. Only
Yeah.
it's people that didn't have very fun lives because they got I don't know. I don't know what they got going.
Think
on.
what?
I
They
don't
got a
know.
kid?
I mean, you can come at this podcast. You can come at me. Don't
On
come.
you?
Don't
Yo,
come
that's
anywhere
gay,
I want.
that's
dude.
gay as
Don't
hell,
come.
You can't come on another guy, dude. That's
Don't
gay as hell.
come at my damn town.
I'll come all
Fuck
over
this gay
town.
right?
town, dude.
I'll come all
Brendan,
over this
if there's
town.
anything I know is you don't pull out. So no, you won't.
I come all up in town.
Leave this man's dink out of this, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but in all
Come on,
sincerity, the first unsolved mystery will be you guys being murdered by this fucking guy. This is going to
Yeah,
backfire
true.
enormously.
We're going to charge you guys with investigating it, and you're going to purposely leave it unsolved, which I can respect.
I
The
mean,
second unsolved mystery is going to be who's the actual father of Brendan's kid.
Whose kid is it anyway?
He's 6 foot.
Sorry, Drew
He's
Carey.
6'7". You're like, I mean, listen.
It skips a generation. It skips a generation. Your dad was 5'6".
You know they
so-
say it skips up to 6 generations.
Yeah, there's never been a Donegan in the line of
You-
Donegans.
you think your ancestors were
there's never
towers?
been- we are hobbits from generations afar.
yeah, you guys are low to the ground. It's like it's a biological advantage in some regards, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're like trying to get in a bunker, if there's like a nuclear
Yeah, you guys
situation.
crawl in, you eat bugs, you do little
Yeah.
things like that, dude.
Yeah.
That's why you guys have strong calves.
True.
He's gonna bear down, dude.
Good
You're close to the
calf
ground.
Are you born with those?
Yes.
Yeah.
My dad had huge calves. My brother has huge calves. I have huge calves.
genetic.
My sister has huge calves.
I know exactly what you mean. I got tiny ankles and tiny wrists, and so does my dad. So do my uncles. We're all frail people. We got a lot of ankle braces passed down from generation to generation
Yeah,
in my
man,
family.
Didn't mean to flex on you, but
That's the French
Yeah.
in you, though. That's the Montag.
That is
That's
the French
that's
side.
The Montague.
That's
in
the
you, dude.
French side.
A little bit of French is
the
no good.
Montague.
Listen,
That's why you have the tracksuit because it's
I
bulks
like
you
to
up
keep a
little bit.
European household is how I look
You
at
get the
it.
tracksuit, a little provolone. You look a little thicker.
Yeah.
Provolone,
True.
no. Instead, I went with again, I'll mark it on here until Wawa sponsors us.
This
The-
is the finest Wawa cheese.
The greatest combo
Compliments
you
of the
can get.
compliments.
Get
of the
eyes
chef.
on that.
Well, I told you earlier what I had to go through to get this cheese to present it to you boys. I went to Wawa with my daughter. She got so excited. It was like, Daddy, cheese. And I was like, no, that's Daddy's cheese for his friends.
I love that your daughter's Colombian too. Daddy,
Cheese. What do we get?
Dude, I can't wait till your kid has some stupid speech impediment.
He's gonna have
and
that
I'm going to have to
kid
go to your
accent.
house and I'm going to pretend I don't notice it.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever have speech impediments
I'll
and have to
bring
go to
it up.
that class in elementary school? I couldn't say
No.
squirrel.
How did you say it?
I was so swirl, like a swirl. I couldn't
close
pronounce
enough.
a squirrel. Yeah, I was like, wait a
close
second.
enough.
I was
Fuck
like,
you.
I know. It was like
child.
I was in like kindergarten. I was like 9 years old, and I was like, this is fucking horse shit. And they just kept sending me to speech classes.
I had a kid, same thing in a speech class. Did you go to a private school?
no, I went to public Gen Pop.
Sick. I went to.
Listen, I did not know that.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna have to rethink the structure of this.
First off, ew.
I was not aware.
I
No,
also
I did go to
Also,
Catholic
background
school.
check on this
I went
fella.
private 4 years, but then left that and then went back into Gen Pop. So
Fair.
it's one of
But
those.
so they didn't send you out to a trailer? That's where we went for speech
I
class.
had
You go out to a trailer?
Yeah, I had
We
a
had
trailer
They
trailers.
all
sent
through
us
high
there.
school.
We had a kid there. I think same thing, dude. They used to send you out to the
Which, how
trailer.
disrespectful.
Yeah,
It's
because
like,
you guys went to Catholic school. You had nuns teaching you.
yeah.
No, we didn't. We just had mean older ladies with saggy but delicious boobs.
You didn't have nuns? No
I had
nuns?
nuns at the one I went to.
We had a couple of nuns.
No nuns, none?
I had a couple.
We had a
Yeah.
couple nuns. Sister
couple.
Janice,
No.
R.I.P.
Wait, you had nuns in public school?
No, I went to Catholic school for 4
Oh,
years.
okay, all right.
Yeah,
You're like,
first.
yeah, it was a weird school.
Yeah, there's just nuns there.
They still called it trailer. It's like I know it's in a trailer, but could you guys just call it something? You know, it's
Call it like the fun bus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
It sounds so much more trashy.
Tard
It's like,
Haven is what they would call
Where
it.
are you going? Trailer. It's like
There.
you might as well fucking
Yeah.
learn in the
Yeah, we're going
dumpster
out to the
back.
You
I
get
mean,
your
that's-
schedule in summer, and it's like room 103, 202, and then
Trailer.
trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They send you out the trailer first lesson. Here's how you hit a woman.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But
So were
just
you guys all trailer kids?
I went,
I went
I had
to trailer
classes in
for-
trailer.
Yeah.
I got trailed. Yeah.
You had trailers?
I got
Trailed
trailed
it
hard.
up.
I went.
I
That was
know I had so many friends who were so stupid.
Trailed mix.
Well,
yeah.
it was disrespectful on their part with the public
I
school
should have been
system
in all this
in this
stuff.
state. They said temporary trailers, and they were there my entire fucking time of high school. There was never temporary. They're still
This
there.
was high school.
high school, middle
Now
school.
you're
we had
pushing
them,
it, dude.
yeah.
I was in like first
I
grade.
was cheating off of the nerds in pre-calc in high school in that trailer.
no fooling.
Yeah, yep.
No,
There
you
was
can't
once-
be in a trailer and in pre-calc.
We were in pre-calc, and they're like, "Hey, we couldn't afford enough computers for the class, so some of you have them, some of you don't."
Yeah, they had computers out there. I was like, how the fuck is this operation working?
Yeah,
just
I could
have
barely
another
get the
room.
Wi-Fi in my house to work, but in the
It's
trailer, there was no
unbelievable.
problem.
I got in
Yeah.
trailer. I got out on early probation. Like I had good behavior and.
yeah.
Oh, this was a bad kid trailer.
No, it's just like I worked so hard that they let me out a little bit early. It's
No.
using a jail analogy.
Okay, fair.
Got let out early.
Very fair.
They let me out
behavior.
on bail.
Good behavior.
On account of a couple of good test grades.
You come back, you'd speak to him once a year. He'd be like, "You don't want to be like me, kids. I used to be stuck in this trailer."
Sucker
You're
trailer.
dressed like this.
I did 3 semesters in trailer.
You're like smoking, got a chain
Yeah.
out here. Yeah.
It's a candy cigarette, though.
I pissed through a catheter now. They're like, how does that? What did that? That's not a thing we did in here.
I've seen some shit. Sister Mary Catherine. Oh, what a bitch.
That woman does not trust minorities. I'll tell you that much. It's like, again, why is that?
The lunches.
Guys, also, I think she lives in the trailer.
Yeah, by all means. Which they should have. I mean, they were making $4.50 an hour.
Are there still
Poor
people
women.
going into nunnery and nunning or whatever?
Nunning.
Yeah, the convent
Nunship?
is, I believe, is not doing so hot these days.
I watched a IG reel of a priest doing the gritty with like 2 nuns. So apparently there's some out there. It's current.
I feel like there's always
They were
those
young.
nuns. They have to dress like it to go to a sports game. Are they actually nuns, or are they just dressing the part to get on the big screen?
Nuns love baseball games, like middle of the summer day games.
Yeah.
A nun loves that.
Especially
Yeah,
that whore
that's true.
from Loyola, the Chicago. Every March Madness, this lady just won't die.
Mother Teresa.
Whoopi Goldberg?
No.
Whoopi, yeah, Mother Teresa
Whoopi,
died a
rest
horrible,
in peace,
painful
Whoopi.
death. But who was the nun at the Loyola, Chicago, the March Madness
yeah,
team?
yeah.
They always show her. They're like a 13 seed, and they upset a few people. And then this lady's like 98 years
Yeah.
old. It's like, just fucking go down with your ship already, lady.
Yeah, but that lady, I didn't like her whatsoever.
No, neither
dude.
did
That was
I.
a woman
No.
who swore celibacy her whole life and then watched a bunch of 6'4" black dudes. It was a squirt fest. There was no God involved in
There
that.
was no go. They
She
had to
sit
put a
there-
popcorn bucket beneath her to
Yeah,
just
it was
catch
disgusting.
It.
It was
Yeah.
hard to watch.
Filthy,
The wheelchair, they were
filthy.
like, get a new wheelchair. It's soaked.
I'm just glad we can talk about this on this program because we have a more of a Christian truck driver podcast. We,
We
can't
have a
really talk
Christian
about.
truck driving
Yeah.
demographic. And
Okay,
we
yeah,
try to
you
stay
guys are very,
respectful.
like-
And they don't want to
Yeah.
hear that on that. So it's nice to let loose here.
But it is,
Yeah,
yeah,
please.
it is.
Yeah.
It was like the nuns doing
Yeah.
that, man. It's like a priest if he was I don't know at a kids thing.
the kids.
How we doing on time?
We're almost done your podcast. We're 15 minutes in. Natural.
One of my priests, when I was in Catholic school, actually killed himself on Christmas Eve. We're all sitting there waiting for Christmas Eve mass, and they
Put
come
this out
out.
on the holidays.
Yeah, this is a holiday episode.
You were
right?
a holiday special last year, Brendan, where we got shit faced for
Oh my
2.5
God,
hours.
I
on
literally
Matt's
could not speak.
That was, I listened back that nobody was talking about
One
the
of
last
the
15.
worst
Holy
audio
shit.
episodes of anything that's been put out.
Yeah.
And mostly from just the way that I talk.
Yeah.
It was but well needed and will happen again, by the way. We're bringing
Just
you guys
get
back
shit
on
faced
for
on
another
a
holiday
holiday
episode. Yeah,
episode.
and
We
we'll
were
just get
talking.
trashed.
Whose idea was it that we should just get a place somewhere and just get a bunch
That
of
was
people?
me. I think we should get an off-season Airbnb down the shore
Brigantine or
and just
something?
have a podcast weekend. Have like us, maybe you guys, if you can learn some respect.
Some other people. We
yeah.
have nobody else.
It's just gonna be us four.
A couple others.
Step one, make a
few
couple
more-
friends.
few more.
We got a lot of work to do, fellas.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. There are a few
Got the
other.
gears going though. Yeah.
It's going to be
Yeah.
a yucky adventure.
Yeah.
Never. Ew.
Yeah.
Straight Edge podcast also.
Of course.
I'm straight edge now, by the way. I've given up everything.
Dude,
Just kidding.
drink
Oh
your
my
coconut
God.
water and
You know
kiss
how
me on
long
the
I was
It's
lips.
not
out there
coconut
for?
water, it's regular water, and
It's
it's
out
got
there for
more
a
alkaline
while.
in it, so it's battery water.
John, give me a drink, bitch.
Yeah, somebody get us a white claw.
I mean, you guys
sweetheart.
can go inside and get them yourself.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
what's up, John, the host here,
Yeah.
everybody?
Ooh,
What
I
a
might
nice
actually
guy.
do that.
Okay, it's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Well, Brendan, you're closest to the door. So.
While I'm in there, would you like me to maybe clean your kitchen for you a little bit?
Yeah. How many do we all need?
Yeah,
I
okay.
actually don't know if there's that many left.
All right, well.
One. I will get one.
Yeah.
I think there is one, maybe two left. This is great podcasting, by the way, guys.
We
See if you
edit
guys
it.
can survive
If
without me.
there's
any
other alcohols
if
in
there's
there.
anything else in there, grab me something too. So
There's
here's,
warm Bud Lights outside, so I've been trying to get rid of these Bud Lights. I
Oh,
gave
two at one time. Yeah, it's a natural.
I've been trying to get rid of these Bud Lights. We have leftover Bud Light from my daughter's birthday party because I'm sober because I've given up to a
Yeah.
higher power. And I gave Matt like a generosity of my heart, probably like 8-9 Bud Lights.
It was like gold to him.
And
It meant
then
a lot. It meant a lot.
It's so fun giving beer to people because they're just like, oh, you didn't have to, and you did. But all right, so out of the greatest, my karma has been reset for a decade now, and I do all good things to get something out of it for myself. That's
Yeah.
why charity exists.
Yep.
We had a box of like potato chips, like random little bags left over from the party too. And I was like, we're never going to eat these. And if we do, like, I'm going to gain 20 pounds. So I grabbed the box of chips, threw 4 more Bud Lights in there, and gave them to a homeless dude over in Philly.
Really?
It was great too, 'cause my wife was like, what if that guy had just hit rock bottom and he was sober and you gave him beer? And I was like, hey, listen, not many people are sober that live under a bridge. I think he could get something for him.
And
like,
if you
there's
are,
something out of
why?
it. You brought some cones. You brought
Your wife sent me out with a couple.
mini cones, baby.
Yeah. Work for it.
Yeah.
Hey now, come on, my brother Bear.
mini ice cream.
Is that all we had left was 2 White Claws?
Yes.
All right.
One for me. One for the.
There's probably
producer.
something else. You guys need more beverages?
okay, dude.
All
Listen,
right.
guys,
I'm
I brought
good
some
for now.
cones though. For
Yeah, you do
everybody.
get coned up.
What if I told you guys those were non-alcoholic White Claws?
Courtesies of Trish.
Whoa, she gave
By all
up like
means.
the whole sleeve of mini cones. She likes you guys.
I've never seen these.
Everyone,
before.
they're great. When you have a kid and you pretend like your kid's gonna eat them all, and then
Just,
you
like,
eat
pop these
7.
back,
Yeah.
like-
Yeah, toss me one of those.
I got a car. Yeah.
Listen,
I
I'm
ran today,
diabetic,
dude.
but I'm having a good time. Come on, son.
Immediately before running, I did have a Wawa turkey and stuffing bowl, and I almost puked in
They
my
always say
hotel
that.
gym.
They always say you want to get a good half Thanksgiving meal in your stomach before running for the first time
Yeah.
in 10 years.
And I'll tell you what, I felt like I
Most
had to
blogs
shit.
say that.
I came in with probably one of the 11 or 12 wateriest shits of all time right after that, and it was a tough.
It's a real thing.
You want to talk about squirting, dude?
There was
I'm like
a-
a nun at a Loyola basketball game. That's for darn tootin'
You know that
shooting.
old saying.
You've heard that a time. Is she still alive?
That bitch. Yeah.
That old bitch I swore open. Oh my god, dude.
She
She's
better
with
not
the
be by
Lord.
March Madness. I want her dead in one of those seats in the arena. Can I say that on here?
You have. I mean, she's one of those ladies who,
Allegedly.
like, publicly.
You
Alleged,
didn't do it.
I theoretically, hypothetically, if she is still alive, that is like I had a dream about it. That's all I was referencing. Yeah,
That's exactly. Yeah. There's no
Yeah.
real harm
Hey,
or
you're
threats.
the only one that has to answer for it at the pearly gate.
she is
Oh
still
my
alive.
God.
Fuck. Sister
Sister
Jean,
Jean.
that's it. Now, who was the
Sister
real
Jean is not my lover.
Ah,
No.
yeah,
How
that
old
one.
are we talking?
103?
For the love of God,
Damn.
give it
God
up, lady.
bless and die.
That's simply too old.
That is too long to go without fucking somebody.
5 feet tall, 5 foot even.
Nice.
That sounds about average.
Genuinely,
Yeah.
she has to be like literally. She has to be one of the most bigoted people alive, or she was the most progressive person in the 1930s and 40s, which I doubt is true.
I love how we
Oh, yeah,
found a
she's seen some
103-year-old nurse to fucking
None.
talk some shit.
Yeah.
Who we really have some.
We go after people that need to be good. Some
A
people want to
problem
talk
with.
about Jeffrey
Because,
Epstein,
dude-
politicians.
Yeah, what was her view on politics? I
Yeah.
need to know. Was she a anti-vaxxer?
She's got an Oz sign on her front yard in Chicago. Yeah,
John Fetterman touches kids.
yeah.
Dude, they gotta chill with
They
these
gotta
commercials.
stop, dude. And
Oh,
no,
those are
wears
awesome.
a hoodie.
Dr. Oz is not a real wizard. You're
If
like,
your
it's not
daughter
even
was
what he's
raped,
claiming.
or what? Yeah, the Dr. Oz one. If she was fucking raped, he wants you
John
to carry it.
Fetterman
It's like, what the fuck?
single-handedly choked out 11 children last year.
Dr. Oz looks like a salamander.
That's why I'm voting for him.
I always love it at the end. It's like, this message is brought to you by, and then it's something that just alludes to who they vote for. It's like the Sean Schmetterman is really cool fund.
Yeah.
Like,
The one that has been running a lot of Oz stuff is the Unity Against Crime something or another. It's like, oh, who could that possibly be?
yeah, they just basically tried to make a new way to say "Make America Great Again." They're
Yeah.
like, "Return the way we were" fund. Like,
The one was funds for doctors with the last name Oz. Dr. I was like,
You know the worst part
That's
about
the
it?
Wizards of Oz.
yeah, how many are...
They do that because 90% of the people just buy it and they're like, oh, okay, it's a campaign organization that's just nonprofit doing these things to get people. And it's like there's only a handful of smart South Jersey people like us that are like, hey, you know what? These people are fucking pulling one over on
True,
us.
and then I'm gonna go. I forget what voting is, and I just don't do it.
Yeah, which is tomorrow as well.
Nah.
Never done it.
Don't you
play
dare
along.
promote voting on our podcast.
We're not doing. No, we're not going to walk out of here with that
our
fucking.
our
statement.
public
Hey.
message:
I'm
don't
cutting that
vote.
out. I'm cutting that out.
Yeah, cut
Yeah.
it. I did see something funny the other day. Wait, all right. I didn't bring this up last time.
I started a petition to end voting.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
No more
Just wanted to
voting.
throw that
I just
out
need
there.
Strict
I just-
dictatorships.
No one will sign it.
I just
It's
need
so
a lot
weird.
of participation.
Yeah. We're taking a vote. Do you guys want to vote?
So 2 great things I saw while running by the art museum the other day. First is for voting. I was running along and there was a lady that had very enormous breasts and just had a shirt on that said "vote."
You know how to lock
right
a guy
across
into
the
a
front
story.
of them.
I'm interested.
And I was just like, wow, that's marketing 101.
Yep.
I was just like, oh, voting. Oh, the elections are coming up.
Yeah.
I was like,
how are we going to get this male demographic?
yeah. Then
Yeah.
right after that, I usually never go like in front of the art museum because it's always like clustered and everything. But every once in a while when I do, there's the Rocky statue, and I always want to like yell at the people. I want to run by and just be like, Apollo died in the third one. Like it's a spoiler. But this time I was like, all right, let me go run by them, see what kind of idiots.
1980.
Yeah, that's the fun thing. I'm spoiling it for somebody in that line. I bet you there's some 11-year-old that has never seen
people
any
from
of
Philly
them.
think that's a
So wait,
Somebody's
listen to
watching
this.
Rocky
People from
1
Philly
right
think
now. Like
that's
he's
a
gonna live
documentary.
forever, dude.
So listen, a rockumentary. Hey.
People think that is a real guy.
So listen, I decided, I was like, all right, it's a nice day. I'm going to run in front of the art museum, see what's up. I see the line of people waiting at the Rocky statue. I get to the steps, and I'm like just messing with my playlist. I'm getting stuff ready, putting on the Rocky theme probably to run up the steps. I look over, and there's somebody getting out of a limo and walking up, and I see like a bunch of people start to crowd around him. There was a group of people in like Brazilian soccer jerseys. So I was like, oh, maybe it's like some
Tell me it was Sly.
Brazilian dictator or something. I don't know. And then I was like, oh, let me start going up the steps. I look over, and it's none other
Sly guy.
Frank Stallone's brother, Sylvester Stallone.
Wow.
At the Rocky steps. I won Philadelphia bingo yesterday. Like that's like the number one thing.
What was he doing there?
It was just him and his plastic face looking wife and two pretty daughters
His
walking up
daughters
the step.
are beautiful young women.
Yes, I don't know how they're.
Very
That's
okay
why I
with
said
them.
they're pretty. I have no clue there. But
Yeah,
then
oh
a
my
crowd
God.
formed
Tread
around him,
lightly.
and he was just kind of like, "Hey, isn't this crazy? I'm here." Like he didn't throw any like shadow boxing punches or anything. I was like, "Come on, man."
That would suck so bad if he
But
was shadow boxing.
What's hilarious is to think is like after he
Really
walked up
smart
to the
move.
top, there's some people that showed up at the Rocky statue afterwards, and they didn't even know that the guy. They're waiting in line to get a picture in front of a statue. Meanwhile, the actual dude
Oh my God.
is 100 steps away.
Yeah.
Like you
Just
you
out
fucking
there.
serious?
And
You
if
missed
I
him?
went over to that line and I was like, guys, Rocky's actually up there, they'd be like, fuck you,
Shut
dude.
up,
Don't
dick.
do that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
all right. Like,
Yeah.
That's
so-
crazy.
but
Those Rocky movies for how successful they are. That is the most because he wrote, directed, and starred in them, right?
yeah, the first one, when you realize that he did everything in it.
Well, it makes sense because I guarantee. Who is it?
You went to Denver.
Oh, I thought you said you went to
I
Deptford,
went to Deptford.
like where you're from.
Shout out D-Town.
They recorded
Oh,
part of it at
yeah,
Deptford.
I thought you were saying Deptford, New
It's like,
Jersey.
oh,
I
sick. He was,
like,
he was at the
why?
mall,
See,
dude.
South Jersey, us four South Jersey bad boys, we're like, we know that town.
But like, how much they and I've always thought they must have gotten like 30 minutes, like film done, and they're like, why the fuck does he keep talking like that?
Yeah.
Nobody asked him to talk like that.
So
And
I
he's like,
think
"Hey, what are you
Sly
doing?"
did porn before he.
He absolutely did.
He did, right?
You think he did?
He did point.
Yeah,
He was
dude.
on
You
the
just
bank
said
bus.
that. You just said that the same way that every guy reacts whenever porn is brought up around anyone's wife. You're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Is that the
yeah.
sex on camera type stuff?
My friend told me about
Yeah,
it.
ew,
Makes my
yuck.
skin crawl.
Disrespectful.
Anyway,
stuff
back to
like that.
gambling, guys.
Yeah,
Am I
what-
right?
What are the links?
Where do you
even?
get your hands on that porn crap so I can throw it in the damn trash, guys?
I want to know where not to go. It's like the same way you find drugs.
Right.
They should make a Rocky statue of him fucking in porn.
That's what just
Sorry,
Where,
making
where would they
love.
put that though? Where would they?
Art museum is perfect.
I think right next to the statue and let the people
Well, it all
decide which one you want to
depends.
keep.
Do you think that Rock or Sly is a top or a bottom? Because that would dictate where he is on the steps.
I think the statue would be
Oh, yeah,
rock,
it was
right now he's at the
skateboarding.
bottom of the
rock
steps.
banging Sly.
Rock band. Oh,
'Cause he's
kind of like
also really into
a.
himself.
Yeah.
Is
And then-
that, I've
Yeah.
posed that question to people before. If you were to time travel, let's say even just back like a month, give yourself a hand job, is that gay? Or is it just masturbation?
Yeah, that's definitely gay. Anytime there's
All
two
right,
dudes
plead your-
involved,
Argue your case.
I think if if a guy came from the future and we're like, we have all this technology, man, we've worked all this time, we found a way to split the flight travel, and I'm here to jerk you, dude. I'm here to just absolutely jerk
Oh, you know the first thing people are doing with time travel is all the worst shit. Everyone's like, I'm gonna go back and stop World War II. It's like, nah.
Yeah. These people are going to go back and kill Hitler because I sure as
No,
hell
you're
wouldn't.
you're like, well, first I'm going back to 6th grade, and I'm telling Donna she was a bitch.
I would be like Marty McFly. I'd be like, I'm gonna place a couple of bets first,
Yeah.
and then I'll get to the other shit. And
I
then
want I want time travel when it first comes out to be put in the hands of just your average South Jersey guy outside of a Heritage's somewhere in Gloucester County. He has 3 different union numbers tattooed on his arm somewhere. Give that guy time travel.
yeah, that is an
That would
interesting
be-
question though.
He's just typing into the time travel. He's like, I don't know, no black. You're like, don't finish it. Don't finish it.
Dude, I'm really thinking about this. My future self putting his hands on me. I don't like it.
Now think about this.
It is gay.
You
I have an
and your
explanation.
past self have to fight for who is the one that actually jerks the other one off.
I'll be like, you got it.
I don't
Or-
think that was how time travel worked. If you go back, you don't clone yourself.
Yeah,
Listen,
right?
we're not following the rules.
Well,
I'm thinking
actually,
I'm just
logically
posing
here.
a question.
No,
all right?
Marty McFly version, you do. You run. into
You
your
go back and
past
see
self.
yourself. Yeah.
But so here's what I'm wondering: like in that moment, you are the guy that's doing the jerking because in the present moment, so you're not feeling the effects.
Yeah, you're just
You're thinking of it as like, oh well, you're just jerking yourself off. But no, you're the one.
You're just
cranking
doing
a dude
it.
off
You're just two
in
guys
that
dude.
moment.
Yeah, but you're doing it the best possible scenario ever.
Especially
But
a
I
That's
guy.
don't
gonna be.
get-
It's gonna be the best hand
But I
job
don't
ever,
get
right?
I wouldn't want to jerk myself.
I don't get
Certainly
joy out
not.
of being on not the receiving end of that. I don't
Listen,
like giving out hand jobs.
Listen, I don't have answers. I just pose questions.
If it's not gay, why?
Dude, you went. I think you'd like it. You're posing.
I never said I
answers
think
to
you like it. I
questions.
just put it out there, and you guys are the ones who are like, I'm not good.
There was a zeal in your eyes when you
I
posed
haven't
that
given out
question.
any hand jobs.
Yeah, I would never jerk me off.
But if it's not gay, why stop at the hand job? Why not just suck yourself off?
Yeah.
All right,
And then it's
now
like-
we're getting
It's like,
somewhere.
wait a second, why aren't we banging?
Right, why can't I just sit on my own dick and I'll dress as a big titty goth girl? And it's like, these aren't what I'm picturing that I would do to myself, but if I could. Goth girl, goth,
That's-
like black.
it was-
This golf
It was
Golf
that
is way
phrase
better.
that I wish. I've been looking out and like trying to think, like, can any of my neighbors hear that? And I'm praying that's the phrase they heard.
Big titty goth. Do you think they're
Sit
going
on
to
my
Did he
own-
say goth or golf?
It's
Yeah,
got to be
golf.
golf.
Because if it's
gotta
South
be a
Jersey, I would
beautiful
say
golf girl.
goth.
You can
Like,
be both.
instead of-
Yeah. Like somebody who's very sad, but also
She's like,
has
do you
a-
guys want a fucking Bud Light?
It's like a real nice 7
Could
iron
you
every once in a
imagine the
while.
golf-
Sweating
goth?
so much,
she's the
wearing a
cart
trench
girl?
coat. Yeah,
She's an emo cart
sweaty.
girl?
Yeah, it's just like, what can I get you
Damn, you
guys?
just want a hot
But
dog?
she still has that odd flirtiness that all cart
Yeah.
girls have to have.
Now I'm just picturing Michelle Wee in a black skirt with black
right, well,
lipstick on with a
let's not-
9-iron.
It's not
Stop.
get juiced up here.
We're all gonna come.
Yeah, or else John's future self's gonna have to come
Yeah,
jerk him off for
you're
this.
about to
too.
see a wormhole open up and be like, now's the time. Let's go.
I feel like you're going to pull
get
out
in
an
here.
8-iron from behind this thing and you're like, let's fucking go hit some balls, boys.
There probably is a golf club somewhere.
Ew,
on
dude,
this.
like running your hand through future use hair while you. While
I didn't say you had to
administer-
get romantic. This could be.
I'm just not gonna sit there like,
This could be
you know.
purely research driven.
There's
No, I'm
an
gonna get
episode
into it.
of that show, the superhero show. What is it called? Where they're all evil. You know what I'm talking about? On Amazon. The boys. Where
Oh,
the
yeah.
one guy who's like evil Superman, he runs into that because the one guy's powers is he can clone himself into being whoever.
Yeah, and he blows himself, right?
I don't think he doesn't do it, but he's posed with that situation.
Yeah.
And as I'm watching, I'm like, that is disgusting.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
And I
dude.
think he kills the guy. I mean, spoiler, but
first
but
Apollo.
it look they tee it up, and it looks like he's into it. He's gonna
Yeah.
do it, and as you're watching, you're going, that's fun. Something gross about that.
Yeah, but what's gross about it is you were like, maybe I'm that guy.
Certainly not,
But
dude.
you think about the question as you pose. You're
Yeah.
like,
Hey,
is that?
I didn't take a
Hey.
stance either way. I just want to know.
You took a stance.
So you're
what
like,
I'm
no.
give yourself a hand job. Is it gay? I'm like, how about just suck yourself off? Now, would you make eye contact with yourself? Hand job
That's what I'm
or
saying. You
BJ?
have to like show a little respect to your like. Just
Yeah.
imagine being a dick to your future self when he's like, "Hey man, it's good to see you," and then he
I
goes
don't know,
down
you
there.
guys
And
are trying to talk me out of it. I haven't said if I would or not, but I'm
you're
just saying.
sitting like you
You're
know
the guy
you would.
that poses
It's a
the
fun question to
of
pose.
I don't
consent.
like this pose.
You know
Yeah.
I love posing
Very loosely.
questions, dude.
You know, where you're like the guy
To
that
be or
brings
not
up
to
how
be.
young is too young. We're like, I wonder why you're asking that. You know what I'm
I do
saying?
love though that like decades, centuries ago, it was like philosophers sitting around having important conversations.
Yeah, that's us, dude.
and now we get to do this.
We're the
And-
Aristotle.
and this
of Camden
rules.
County.
modern
Yeah.
day Socrates.
Yeah.
because we make millions of dollars to do both of our podcasts.
That's the thing
These are
that's
the questions
embarrassing
people need
about
answered.
starting
Yeah.
comedy is like you're so faking it until you make it where you're like not making any like we watch what all the successful people in this industry do and we're doing that but we're just not
Yeah, we're playing
reaping any of
pretend.
the
Yeah,
rewards.
we're
We're
emulating.
kids in the
yeah.
backyard playing basketball right now.
It's
So
exactly-
like, I'm Allen Iverson.
Yeah,
Right, right.
yeah. You're on
Exactly.
stage. You're like, I'm Bill Burr now.
Yeah,
It's very embarrassing embarrassing when you think of it that
it's
way.
fun
Yeah, that's
playing
exactly.
pretend.
That's actually a good
We're doing
analogy.
it right now with podcasting. Collectively, our podcasts don't have as much listeners
That was
as
my
like
whole point of bringing
a
this up.
fraction of the good podcast.
And then your girlfriend's like, "How come you keep playing basketball in the driveway?" And you're like, "It takes a while to get involved in the
one
clubs
day
for the
I'm
basketball."
gonna buy you a house with this basketball in the driveway, you dumb bitch.
So like, you want to try to get to host at some of these basketball in the driveway shows, and then eventually they'll
Yeah.
lay a feature.
Yeah, sometimes
And
they let you
everybody's
play
like, you
point
know how
guard.
fucking difficult it is to go pro, and you're like, I can fucking
Yeah,
do
but then
it.
sometimes your friends see like an Instagram story of you playing in the driveway. They're like, "Shit, dude, seems like it's going well." And you're like,
Yeah.
"Well, it's not a big deal,
Holy shit,
dude."
Matt, you can get rim?
Yeah,
That's,
yeah, it's actually
that's you hitting crowd work.
I get
Then-
rim once a
yeah.
year.
You're like, no, we can do it. And then they're like, he's white.
I've touched
doesn't have a
rim. Dude.
chance.
It was a slow burn. I like it.
This is a tough.
You guys ever talk to people? Because I'm
I
like,
thought that was like you get butt sex once a year.
Oh,
You made it sound like on your birthday you get rim.
Must be a handsome idiots thing.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know what's
Order
going
myself
on.
another cone with that
yeah,
one.
dude, it is a handsome idiots thing. You two bastards. We do bits, baby. Why don't you guys talk about? Oh, look at the news, guys. Hey, what the hell's
actually,
going
yeah,
on
we
around us?
gave Jay some articles. Could you bring up the third one? We were
No,
gonna,
Yeah.
our whole thing is no topics. We're we're South
topics.
Jersey bad boys. We have a regimented schedule with segments and
we have scripts. We got time slots. We only can spend
No.
10 to 12 minutes on each one.
No,
Then
we're
move
Here, I'm
on.
gonna do their podcast real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, check out this video of a fat lady falling into Walmart.
Oh no!
That,
Also,
honestly, I'm
look
laughing
here.
already. That looks really interesting and hilarious.
It's the same Walmart that I
and I would
delivered
tune
frozen
in.
SpaghettiOs to someone in a hollowed out Bible.
That was a humidor, and it was hot dogs, and that kid enjoyed it, and then sent me a video eating them after.
Yeah, you're
And
doing
you guys-
exactly what Chris
Yeah,
Hansen
that's
is
what you
doing.
want out of podcasting.
You're
and
luring
shows.
in
You want-
people with special
Yeah,
needs
because-
and taking advantage of them.
Yeah, but that's comedy in 2022.
I love that your one credit is a fan of yours once sent you a video of him eating hot dogs.
Raw hot dogs after two underage girls
I've
from the
heard
back
it,
of his
yeah.
truck.
Yeah,
I got
that's
remember
tough one.
that? I got a new segment. You
No, I
ready?
don't remember
Yeah.
that, Dan.
Let's
I don't
hear
want
it.
to be
You drove
incriminated
us
at
there.
all.
Your plates are on the video.
Old Brendaroni's got a segment. What,
Let's
what
do a new
is it?
segment. Ready? And just hear me out because I don't know. I think
It's called being tall.
Listen, I say that we get a bunch of comedians.
We got to start somewhere, right?
We get a bunch of comedians. We golf. We're really bad at it. We film it,
Nice.
and that's it.
You know what?
Well, somebody just got himself scratched off of the list for season
You just
3.
got hack scratched?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got hack
Damn, dude.
scratched.
That sucks. Could
Tune
be
in
me.
if you want to see shitty golfers that don't golf.
Yeah, dude, that's actually the whole premise of the show, Brendan. You nailed it.
That's crap, dude. No, I'm really so fucking good at stand up. Genuinely. I mean, I like,
You're-
podcast thing.
When's the last time you done it? A couple years or?
Are you out of your fucking complete mind, dude? Is this a whole one big hot sexy joke to you guys?
Yeah. As if all
my
four of
legs,
us
dude.
aren't going to be at the Lindenwald Moose this Saturday.
That's
True. I'll be cutting it close. I
I
gotta
like
come to
that
a
you
quick
think
spot.
we're going to put this podcast out before Saturday.
That's what I was just about to ask.
Maybe
what's the
maybe
turnaround
we're
on
going to
this?
sandbag it. Maybe we don't want that.
We
Moose
should get
Lodge
the word out
full.
about the moose because it's going to be wild.
No,
It's gonna
I've
be
been
wild.
spreading the word to like cousins, aunts, uncles.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what we
going to be
want.
wild in there. That's it's right on the White Horse Pike. We
Now,
got.
I noticed it said donation. Can you just elect to not donate and just show up at the show for free?
Oh, yeah, true.
This is very specific wording where we had to go back and forth with the wording on there. And it's like, no, we can't say tickets or purchase.
we
it
can't
has to be
say
a
comedy
donation.
because what you guys do really isn't that
yeah.
great.
Yeah. So they had to be very specific about the words. I had to go to a meeting for this place to actually pitch the show. It's
Oh.
through a family member that is there on Rachel's side, not my side. But we go
Dan's
there.
wife is a moose.
Yeah. Yep. So we go there, and they literally.
Careful,
Now,
John.
I would describe her more in the
She's
elk
huge.
family.
She is huge. Your wife is. It's a problem.
She's a big old broad.
Yeah.
Dan's
exactly.
going to shoot her and hang her on the wall.
Yeah.
That's
kind
a
of like
little
the better
bit-
when we were making fun of each
Unsolved
other's
mystery.
podcasts
Yeah.
more than this
Now,
one.
if I were to taxiderm my wife or consider it, I wouldn't waste it by putting her on the wall with her bust. She's not busty as it is. I put her.
Whoa.
All right, this got a little
Been
off
watching
track.
too
Yeah.
much Dahmer, dude.
When she goes back, 'cause she actually funds this podcast. I don't know if any viewers
Yes,
out
true.
here.
The original producer, yeah, very true.
Yeah, yep. She is the original producer. She was a little upset that she wasn't on here.
Well, she
and-
lacked
yeah.
cameras and microphones. That was it. Other than that, she had a great resume.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
So-
we needed those things.
So I had to go to the meeting at the Moose, right? So we're going into the meeting, and they actually took their version of a Pledge of Allegiance, but you had instead of like putting your hand here, you had to put like both of your hands
got a
on your
fucking
head.
bullwinkle.
You had to look at the moose that's
Take
on
it
the wall.
serious.
Is that a
If
real
you don't
thing?
think I'm not doing half of my set like this, You're fucking crazy.
They
Yeah,
they
you
had a
should.
legitimate thing like that where you had to like actually like instead of saying a Pledge of Allegiance, you had to like say their thing. But
What
they have
is
a
it?
moose on the wall. I don't know. It's like their own. Like I'm sure they have a card
No
there. Like
Jews, no Jews.
we're lucky we're getting a couple blacks in here. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be
Look, dude, I'm half.
yeah.
They're gonna be looking around, going, "Did you know about this?"
This seems awful. Is this what the whites are up to?
This I was gonna.
We got to culture.
If you-
this
I've got to
place
look up the Moose national
Yeah,
anthem.
cooking?
Yeah.
The Pledge of Allegiance.
Look
sorry.
up their I don't know, it's not a prayer, it's a statement, a phrase, I don't know what it is, but you have to say it getting initiated into the thing. And then I'm sure you guys have friends like this where you invite like casual comedy fans who are like, yeah, I like comedy. I like Dave Chappelle and Burt Kreischer. Do you guys
Yeah.
like those?
Yeah.
So like I go in there and they're like,
They're
oh,
two
so
of my
like
favorites, though,
yeah.
but for real.
They'll go, you know
So-
who I like? Fluffy.
Fluffy. You see this guy Fluffy?
Have you seen
I
his
like
new
his
hour?
old stuff better.
Here's-
You're a fluffy hipster.
Here's your sign.
He's got this bit about being fat, like a big fat guy. He's got this
Yeah.
long bit
Yeah,
about
but then
being
he's
a
got
big
that other
fat
one
guy.
about he's being fat, but with a weird
No,
voice.
but this one, he's in a Hawaiian shirt.
Sure,
Yeah, watch that
sure.
one.
And his stepson's a fucking idiot.
He's also he's the kind of fat where like the sides of his feet touch the floor, while his entire sole of his foot is still on the floor.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like fat tongue sneaker guy fat.
Yeah,
It's like
they're gonna find him dead in a hotel room, and everyone's gonna be like, "How did it happen?" It's like,
yeah,
Yeah, they're writing his on the
Sandwiches?
on his skin.
a
a
lot of empanadas.
no, but by all means, Fluffy, please let us open.
Writing
Is
his on his
it
stomach.
isn't that crazy that the stuff that you see Fluffy selling out Dodger Stadium? You got fucking Jeff Dunham with his puppets selling out arenas every single year. He's got 13 Netflix
And
specials.
we can't sell out the goddamn moose.
Not yet. Don't speak to
Not
yet. The donations are gonna be rolling
Once
in.
John
folks.
gets the word out to his cousins,
Dude, we
Hold
gotta get.
Moose Heart and Moose Haven in the hollow of your hand, and let your blessing rest upon the children
Now-
and seniors entrusted to our care. Be with us in our homes and watch over us as our loved ones
sounded like a Black
give
Panther.
us wisdom and understanding, and to you all the power and glory forever and ever. Amen. Ooh, it says do this, guys. You gotta do this. It says, "Woo." Yeah.
All right, perfect. I think actually what you
Damn,
read
I
was
can't wait to get beat up by a bunch of mooses.
no. Most of those guys are just vets with one leg.
Moose of those guys.
No, but I think you just read something from a
Brandon's gonna need
cult,
some more insulin.
like one of those cults, like an eyes wide shut thing where you wear like the goat head and you like,
True.
have a blood sacrifice.
I'm getting
like, I
this
think that's
printed
what
on
that.
a shirt and I'm wearing it on Friday night.
Do you know the plural for moose is meese?
I didn't care.
I'm not doing the show.
Yeah.
That's gonna
I
be
just
my
love
whole bit.
Hold, Moose Heart, and Moose Haven. Do you think they're Moose Heart are the men and the Moose
I would
Haven
go
are the
clubbing
ladies?
at Moose Haven.
Moose Haven, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a nice place to get a compliment from an older woman at
Moose
the end
Heart
of her life.
sounds like a ski lodge where like a bunch of executives definitely banged underage women.
That's what I'm saying. There's like a lot of meetings between Obama and Jeffrey Epstein that's happened at the Moose Lodge.
The vibe that I've
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's the Moose. A Moose is he's
the
6
vibe
foot
that
one.
I've gotten from this place, it's going to be interesting for the show because it's a place where guys go to get away from their wives. But now the wives see there's a comedy show that they can
we're
come
in
out
a
to.
gay bar.
So they're going to be coming. No, we would be loving it if it was a fucking gay bar. Yeah. Now the wives are going to be coming in, and the disgruntled guys at the bar paying $2 for a Yingling are going to be like, "What the fuck? All the broads are around."
Oh
And
yeah,
then-
because this is the same as like the Elks, right? You get your membership and then you go pay like
Yeah.
dollar beers and you get shit
exactly.
faced with the
Yep.
boys.
Yeah.
It'll be
So it's
fun
cheap
then.
beer.
They're gonna be hammered and
Yeah. Yeah, it's like $2 yingers.
It amazed
Yeah.
me these things still exist.
I don't know who's joining it because the only way you get
I could
into
tell
it.
no, I could tell you the exact bros that like I grew up
Our
with.
age, though,
that-
they're-
yeah.
yeah.
Like it's all the guys I'm still friends with, but like didn't move out of the town that we all grew up in.
Yeah.
They still go back to like the football games and they're
Oh
like,
wait,
"Yo."
guys your age are in this?
No, but I'm saying I can picture the kind of guy that's probably in this.
It's got to be. I mean,
I don't
you
know
can
anyone,
ask,
but I
I'd say
bet you if I
most
ask
are dads.
if I ask
Yeah.
10 specific people I'm thinking about, I bet you at least 2 are in some kind of thing like that.
yeah, it's not hard. I mean, you ask any guy who's like 60 or above what he thinks about his wife, and it'll kind of add
Oh,
up
yeah,
on why
yeah.
he's not around her very often.
This is just the same
guys
people
like
that
it
are
gets better and
also.
better.
He's like, I'd hit her, but jail's expensive.
It's the same people that are
What
also
the hell is
mummers.
that?
Like that's coming up, mummer season.
Oh, I fucking
What are you guys
love the
feeling?
mummer.
You
I've been
love
in the
'em?
mummers 6 years, and actually, I did
I've-
it.
You mummed?
I
I've
did
mummed.
6.
I've mummed years.
You mummed your like
I've done probably 4 years.
Really?
Of mummers, yeah.
really like in the winches where I was at, down in the trenches with the winches.
Yeah,
Is
I think of the wenches.
I was in the Froggy car.
Spears Strutters.
All right, cool. We'll do our
shit.
podcast over here.
I
Hey, aren't
don't
the
know a lot
mummers
about
fucking
them.
You ever notice how
stupid?
Me and Dan started making it.
Yeah, we got closer and closer. It's like, wait, you were in the mummers too?
You realize that you already did. You were like, yeah, one time I even kissed a guy in blue face paint. And he's like, whoa, one time I wore blue face paint.
No, we wore black. Let's
moment.
be honest.
Your future selves come back and it's a foursome. It's a beautiful.
It wasn't gay.
You two in mummer suits pop through a portal in my porch right now.
Could you imagine the guys' heads that would explode down there if we put black face paint on, but then started making out? They would be so thrown the fuck
So
off.
many
like,
decisions need to be made in
what
such
the
a quick
fuck
second.
is happening? Yeah.
Oh,
There was
so-
guys
yeah.
that always showed up to do it, and they wore the black face paint. They would put little orange. They're like, "What? It's the Flyers colors." And then people lose their mind. It's like they were like the instigators, like back in the '60s in middle school when they wanted to cause a ruckus. You know,
It's the fly.
Yeah.
You know how my grandparents owned Flyers, allegedly.
I only did it because they're so easy to get into. You
I
just
always
show
tell
up.
you I hate hex dolls. You know what I'm saying?
You just show up at the Mummers Club on Thanksgiving Eve. You pay $200. You get the suit. The suits are handmade by a woman in Wildwood. We can all go over there and get it. And then it was in Froggy Car.
Damn,
800 people.
I want to go meet the lady in Wildwood.
Yeah, she's just
That lady has forever had an unashed cigarette hanging out of her mouth.
The suits that you get, they suits, not costumes. They're suits. They literally smell like cigarettes, like
Yeah.
smoke.
Oh yeah.
They have to.
I couldn't do it anymore. It was so much.
It is. You got to wake up at 6 a.m. on New Year's Day.
You just
Yeah.
like it's such a task.
You
you
worked
gotta-
it
Yeah, for TV.
for PHL 17.
Miserable for us.
Oh wow.
I actually got on. I actually got on the homepage of Philly Voice the one year. I got the shit thrown at me. I had people commenting on my Facebook. It was a whole thing. It was the year 2017, New Year's Day. It was after the election happened, and every year I printed out at Staples.
That was Matt's favorite
I was
election.
one of the best
probably-
days that I've. I
Yeah.
just hate to cut you
Then
off, but
you'll-
one of the
you'll
best
love
days I've
this.
ever had, guys.
I was probably mumming it up
It was
that year.
5 by 5, 5 foot by 5 foot, like massive thing that I put on a broomstick so I could go down the parade route, and every camera would get me. I did every single year, did something different. It would always get on the news. This year,
But you always had a swastika on it, right?
the back of it had a swastika with Mayor Kenny or Mayor Nutter's face right in the middle, and it had like a whole
Yeah, sure.
yeah. So, but on the front this year, I put.
The old Rocky Apollo on the back. Yeah.
Do you remember the crying Jordan meme?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan crying. I photoshopped that in Hillary
yeah,
Clinton's
we all
face.
have the internet.
Yeah, I didn't know you. You know, I didn't know when was the last time you dialed up in there. You know,
Let's go, dude. You're so old and stupid.
we turned one of the podcast members. Matt's on our side now.
slowly but surely.
He's a South Jersey bad boy.
Dude,
If I
your
were
age is
one-
the same as their minute mark for the podcast,
you guys do your
37.
thing. If you need me, I'll just be out here
That's-
taking
John,
a nap on my
I gotta
patio.
It all went according to plan.
I gotta make a public apology. That was wrong of me,
We
dude.
looked in so
That was
deep,
wrong.
dude.
That was wrong, man. They got
We
me with
got
an
to
age
invest
joke.
in our morals and values.
Look, dude.
No, continue. Keep
You
talking
know-
about the cute mummer story.
We're gonna talk about the mummers. So I had crying Jordan on Hillary Clinton's face. Right, we're going up to the judging area.
Yeah, we
and-
all have Reddit, Dan.
So this lady comes up to me who was an official at the parade, and she told me I needed to take down my sign, and they wouldn't let me through the judging area because of that. And they said it's racist that you have Hillary Clinton portrayed as a black man. I was like, that's Michael Jordan.
That's
and then
the opposite.
And then the guy standing there with her and a police officer was laughing. These two were like, that's not Michael Jordan. I was like, that's a crying Jordan meme. They're like, we've never heard of it. I pulled up Wikipedia, and we're standing in the middle of the Mummers parade route, and I'm showing them my phone. And they told me that I couldn't do it. The police officer's laughing. I started arguing. I posted about it. Philly Voice put it on the front page of their thing. People said I had a drug problem. It was a whole thing, which half of it was true.
The mummers
Damn,
is
you
so
just went
interesting.
400 miles an hour.
I know. It's just the
really
coke.
good.
I'm coming off the end of it here. It's
It's the only time where alcoholics get treated like absolute celebrities.
yeah.
it is actually. They put them all on the TV.
So many aunts and mum-ums are so
You're
excited to
walking
kiss
around
you guys on the
hammered, and
cheeks.
people are like, can I take a picture with you? And I'm like, all I did was get fucked up and put on a dress today.
That's what happened all the time. People are like, "Yeah, can I?" It's like I just put on this dress and got
just
hammered.
like any other day.
Yeah.
But can you go out the night before? Is it like, do you actually go out for New Year's
no,
Eve?
You don't.
Most of them
because
don't,
You
no.
got to
You
get up at
relax.
like 5 a.m.
yeah, because then
Wow.
also the after
And
party.
you go all day.
The after party
goes
on 2
all
Street.
day. If you're going to 2 Street, that I've gone to. My buddy lives right off 2 Street.
Oh, that's wild
That's
down there.
insane.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
lives
until
close
2
enough.
Street.
Yeah.
His house is right next to like a real famous pee spot for the 2 Street like party.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like a back
What a
alley.
lovely place to
So
have fun.
he's multiple times walked downstairs during a party, and there's just like a mummer passed out on his couch, and he's like, "Does anyone know this mummer?"
like, "Perfect."
Can anyone claim this mummer? Like, I was there a couple. It was
His name's
too
Jeffrey
much drink.
Dahmer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we do have a distant relation, in my family bloodline.
Oh, that's
Right
right.
now, all right, cool. We'll keep cooking. You guys good to keep going?
Wait, what's your Dahmer situation?
My wife's maiden name is Dahmer.
Wait, is it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
So, can I show you guys a couple videos, a couple VHSs inside? We could
actually,
sit down.
I had no idea where you were going.
Don't
with
look
that.
to the side of the bed. Did you guys all watch the Dahmer thing?
Yeah, I
We're the last
watched
podcast to talk.
He
about
was the
it.
gay guy, right? That's a funny way to identify him, is that he's the gay guy.
Well,
It's
that was
just
the whole thing.
Not
They put it
acknowledged
out-
cannibalistic.
They listed it on Netflix in the LGBTQ category,
Yeah.
and then they got pissed
got
off,
fucking
and then
angry,
it
yeah.
got taken off, and then I think people were
Honestly,
mad. 'cause
understandably
they, like,
so.
Yeah.
That they're trying
mean-
to be like, this is a gay thing. You're like, no, it's
no,
a murderer
but
thing.
no, but here's my thing.
they made
If
12
you
years
wanna-
a slave under sports.
If you want to
What the
take,
fuck?
You're like,
if you want to take, right through there, yeah. If you want to take the rainbow and the word pride, you have to also take the good with the bad when it comes. You can't just celebrate the great gay dudes.
true.
Yeah.
You got to
true.
celebrate
But
the bad
your
boys too.
marketing-
Ooh, see,
Yeah.
South Jersey bad boys right
yeah,
here.
there could be
Yeah.
some Milwaukee bad boys with old Jeff up there.
I'm trying to think of like a better example though. It's like you're marketing just a component. Like the main thing is Dahmer is a serial killer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Oh,
that
yeah.
should be under. It's like and
Serial
he
killer,
happens
true
to be
crime,
gay.
horror, anything. But it is hilarious.
It'd be like, yeah,
But it's
I don't
also
know.
funny that anyone cares. Like if you turned on something, let's say this is where it's going to get weird. Let's say there's a section that I won't even say there's a white there's an Irish film section.
Yeah.
And then you go in there and you're like, whoa, Braveheart's Scottish.
Yeah.
I got to write a letter to Netflix.
Yeah.
Like
Well, that's the thing with those is that like I'm sure it was a
No one gives
handful
a
of
shit about the
people on
Irish,
Twitter,
though.
but they get like crazy amounts of.
that's it. I mean, it's always you said it last episode, quietest person.
is the loudest in the
is
room.
loudest in
It's the one
room.
everybody's listening to,
Sometimes,
dude.
Yeah.
Sometimes the loudest person in the room is the loudest person in the room.
Yeah.
And you can't help but hear all the bullshit.
Well, that's what happened
And
with
take
the-
that, Twitter.
Most of the time, it's the loudest person in the room is the loudest person in the room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they always get what they want.
Yeah, but sometimes they're pretty silly. Like Trump
Because
being the
everyone's just
loudest
like,
guy in the room.
let's just do it so he'll shut the
And he's
hell
been
up.
wildly successful.
Big Trump is kind of done A-okay by being the loudest guy in the
He's
room.
what I'm
probably
saying.
going to do it again.
He
Yeah.
probably might.
Yeah.
He's going to
Say
run
about
with
it.
fucking Dahmer's estranged sister, and they're going to do it. 2024.
Is he going to run again? Genuine
Yeah,
question.
for sure.
He's
was
already
talking
attacking Ron DeSantis. Did you
Yeah.
see that?
Oh, really?
He called. I don't even know what the word means, but he calls him Ron DeSanctimonious. What's sanctimonious mean? I don't even know what that means. But he
Oh,
called
that's a
him
tough
it.
one for Big
Yeah.
Big Don.
Sanctimony is like have some sanctimony.
He was.
Use it in a sentence.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you
Hey,
hear him
guys,
during
look at all
that?
this sanctimony.
We're having tons of sanctimony, billions and billions.
Did you hear him
Cooking
during that
sank.
speech though? His way of saying that he was like that they weren't
He's
going to elect
ruthless.
DeSantis was that like he's actually going to run for governor in Florida again. And you guys will vote for him. So he's trying to get him to be governor and not run for president. And that's just his like sly
Just
way
trying
of
to
just giving
stand
him.
Oh
up.
yeah, the governor
Yeah.
debate. The guy was like, "Are you going to
Yeah.
do 4 years in Florida?" And he's like, "No, dude."
See, that's if people start doing like that response in debates, I'll tune into every single one.
He should. I mean, they should really kind of ham it up a little bit.
I wish
I
that
wish
like
they
in
could
the
just
middle.
maybe include him in the debates just to like because then
Yeah.
I will
Yeah, let him
watch
debate.
because he makes it.
That'd be fun if he
exciting.
runs for like a shitty state governor. Like he just like goes from president to like very low levels. He's like a mayor of like
Just-
a who cares town.
Well, let him be that boxer that's like really good but never really made it, but he's always the guy that everyone goes to for a tune-up fight. Like let all those Republican guys debate him as a tune-up, and then they'll just go cooking, but you don't let him win. Like there's a rule. Like no, you don't get to win, but you get all the airtime you want. That's only once is more TV time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
yeah.
God, like we got to stop with these old guys. Like
We do.
enough
We
with the
gotta
old
stop.
guys,
It's-
dude.
dude, it's
You're
terrible.
done. You did it. Biden, you're done. You did it. Neither of you should.
I've said it
Yeah.
before. If there's a minimum age you have to be president, then that
should be a maximum.
Should be a maximum.
There's a
and it should
maximum
be
for-
just 39.
Yeah, like our
Just
grand-
like cool dudes.
our
be
grandparents,
president.
at a certain point can't drive.
Yeah.
You know? Certain point you can't run the country.
Somebody's got a good joke where they're like, "You shouldn't be allowed to be a president if I'm nervous that you're my Uber driver."
Yeah.
That's a great point.
I guess that might be actually a racist thing too. Now that I
True.
think about that, I didn't realize the angle the guy was
Yeah.
going.
No, that's a great point. It's
Well, some
we
old
just
people
need
can't
to-
ride bikes and they still lead the country. So there's that.
Look at it this way though. We're only a few
I hate
years.
both sides. Let me reiterate that.
We're only a few years away before one of the first presidential
Robot
candidates.
president.
That would be a good idea too. But
RoboCop president.
True.
Robo-
That could be his job.
Call
I mean,
back.
shit. Well, a few years away from somebody that is
Robo-POTUS?
going to have all of the history from their entire social media scrubbed for presidential stuff. Because what's the age? 35.
Yeah.
So like you're
So right
40
now, there's no one from 35 to 17 that could run for president. So
yeah.
there's going to be a gap.
because everybody deleted their MySpace profiles, right? Have you guys logged in and done that?
No,
Mine's still out there. I think
gotta
you can
do
probably
that.
still see my top 8.
So if you ran for office, somebody would find your top 8. They would see porn stars in it.
It's
They're like,
myspace.com/Jimmy Jimerson. I don't know why I made that my name, but
fuck. We're
look
gonna
it
go
up.
find that. We're gonna see what his song on his profile was. It was probably some like
probably
My
good.
Chemical Romance.
And that's
or
more
something.
No,
embarrassing.
no, I'm
because
older than that.
You were
Good Charlotte.
It was post Good Charlotte, pre. It was probably the Get Up Kids.
you were 45 when you made that MySpace.
Yeah.
So that's
Wild,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
I was just on MySpace the other day, actually. It's homecoming weekend.
Just surfing the web.
Yeah, just surfing the
Dan's
web.
like, kids.
Well, I read that. I read that. This is going to sound really fucked, but I read that kids are starting to go back to MySpace because all their parents are on Instagram,
bet you
Facebook, and
did.
it trickles down. So now they're going back to MySpace. I was like, let me see what MySpace is like these days,
Dude,
So
that
then
is the shittiest advertisement for MySpace. So lying. Nobody's going back to MySpace or started.
I heard also people are going back to Zanga and LiveJournal.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you guys better hop on MySpace before they flood
I
it,
literally
guys.
saw
I
that
just
too.
bought a
They-
Zune.
Yeah, what the? Apple's flooding.
Guys, check it out. Moon shoes. Remember these?
Yeah.
I had a knockoff Zune. Remember Zunes? I had a knockoff
Did you
version.
have a
It-
Boon?
I think
What'd
I
you
had a
have?
knockoff
It
Zune.
was like a
Verizon
Zune, but it was like,
chocolate.
remember?
I had a chocolate, and it was LG chocolate. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I can tell by the tracksuit you got a chocolate.
Adele MP3 player
Adele, before
From the
she
other
started
side,
singing,
yeah.
she was making
always had the
MP3 players.
knockoff, like,
before she
MP3
was body
players.
shaming
Yeah.
people.
All
Yeah.
I wanted was like an
Yeah.
iPod, and I always got like a knockoff MP3 that sucked.
Yeah, you couldn't spin
Oh,
the
yeah.
fucking wheel on the iPod and hear the clicks. You got like one that
And
had
that
like a
was
manual.
so
thing.
gratifying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it felt great. It did.
I constantly had a BlackBerry instead of an iPhone all the way through college, so everybody could hear me texting. They were
You
like,
were
"Would you
divorced
quit fucking
man?"
clickety clacking?" Yeah, I was just sending emails and
Getting a
documents.
BlackBerry as a
I had
child.
the Razor like through most of college.
Dude, I had the
Yeah.
slide razor too. Those were the shit.
No, I had I'd had like a knockoff of everything too, like the Crazer I had, which is a small, thick version of it.
Yeah.
That's a tough one, like TMI in Word or whatever. Remember that
Yeah,
when it was like type
small
it
and
for
thick.
you?
Yeah. T9.
I don't know.
T9 texting. Oh yeah.
Mine would always
dude.
send it would always send like nudes. I would be like, oh, don't say that crap. What the
Remember
hell?
how good you got at T9 texting?
You were just rapping.
Yeah.
Like, boom, 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 boom. Yeah,
I used
yeah.
to be able to text like Matt Damon in The Departed in my pocket, not even looking. Like,
Oh, when you were in school?
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
dude,
Like,
sitting there,
didn't even
yeah.
have to look. I didn't even need to proofread. I'm like, that's so accurate. I got that message out clean.
Meanwhile,
sounds like a-
you're just texting your
Yeah.
boy Blurp Nick some don't
You-
fly
you-
7999.
You read it back, it's just a Joe Biden sentence. Every day I'm going around school.
That's
Kiss-
a great
it's
reference.
Fetterman-
Though, Matt Damon
it's
in The Departed in
Fetterman's-
his pocket.
Yeah.
Dude, it's
Fucking-
Fetterman saying hello, good night.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that was
which is
amazing.
great. That's the coolest thing you could
I'm
do.
gonna start saying that to people when you show up place. Be like, all right, see you, man.
Good
Right
afternoon,
when you get
good
there.
evening, and
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
Yeah.
Truman Show.
Dude, my thumb was so strong from T9 texting, I would finger girls with my thumb.
Really?
Yeah, I would just like go
You would
like
lift
that.
them.
Yeah, yeah.
You would like Simba them, but you would do it from the bottom.
lift them
yeah.
up, right?
Thumbs
Yeah.
up, 7 up.
Yeah.
Did you just text my mom SOS on my vagina?
Fun story. I actually, when I was back from college one time, there was a girl.
Thumbing
Speaking of
girls.
thumbing
Yeah,
yours.
because the girl that I did it to, she wasn't sure about her sexuality 100% of the way, so she asked me, like, she never like did anything with a dude, so like she's known me for a while, so she's like, "How about you come over, we fuck, and then I'll figure out if I'm gay or not." And I was like,
She's full blown gay.
"She's a lesbian and she's married now, so yeah."
He took his pants off and she was like, gay. Yes.
Quickest way to figure that
yeah,
out.
wow.
Yep.
You know what? Let's not even do this. I know.
Never been drier.
I owed her one though because I cheated off of when we had computers in algebra class. The password to log into your portal where you did all your homework were your initials and the last 4 of your home phone number. I knew everyone's fucking phone number. I logged
Yeah,
in there.
you did.
I logged into her
You're
shit, took
fully
all the
autistic.
answers down. I went into my
Jesus.
side.
He looks like a guy that knows the phone.
Yeah.
Yep. I know
always
everybody's
Rain Man
fucking
and
phone
Rain
numbers.
Man.
Yeah, I knew our fucking hotline phone number. It was 609.
Dude, just you as like an 11-year-old sitting Indian style going through a yellow book. I 100%.
The same beard.
Every
with a
highlighter, just like in Get Out, where it's just like a thing of cereal and a thing of milk, and you're just
And you're doing like excited fat kid fingers where you go, ooh, Donna is listed.
You're like-
yeah, I do that with my fingers when like a fresh box of donuts comes home, like a fat
Oh,
guy.
you're
that,
calling
like,
girls donuts now?
yeah. Well,
Ooh,
fucking
Krispy
Chief Wiggins of The
Kremes.
Simpsons.
learning weird facts. The mayor of Hamilton had a DUI 10 years ago. I'll talk about that tonight.
I never put this together. I think I have autism.
Yeah.
This is
You have
never
like
put this together?
gossip autism.
You got gostism, dude.
Actually, that's what Ryan Gosling has. That's why his one eye looks that way.
By the way, not that good looking of a guy.
No, he's not. Did you ever see
No,
when they do
highly
the breakdown
overrated.
of Gosling's face?
It's
his
a rough
one
face.
eye is like it's like 3 inches higher than the other one. It's crazy.
That's when, like,
People
when
say I
Miles-
look like Harry Styles' retarded younger brother, Gary Styles.
That's just a long way to get to them wanting to say Gary Styles because you look nothing like that dude.
Dude, people say
No,
it.
I see.
I don't see it.
You look more
It's
like
the mummer
I don't
stress.
look like
Jinchek.
Gary Styles.
Not even remotely, dude.
What's the female MMA fighter that you look exactly like?
Oh, the chick that
Joanna.
Oh, I know who you're
Is that
talking
her
I
about.
can't
name?
even say her name, but it's
Oh, no, it's Rose
Rose
McGowan. That's who you look like.
Rose
Spot
McGowan,
on.
isn't that? Oh, no. I was thinking of the girl from Titanic.
No,
that
there
was
was
Rose.
the female MMA fighter.
Yeah,
you look
no,
exactly
yeah.
like. It's amazing. I'm gonna look her up.
I've posted
Brendan
a lot about
MMA
it.
fighter.
I've
I don't know
posted
this woman.
You
some
do.
side by sides of me and her, and people are like, "Dude, this is." Oh, I remember Mike Cannon one time messaged me. He was like, "This is unreal."
Dude, quick name drop.
Yeah. Oh,
did he message you one time?
Just because like we're not, even like
He
that
messaged me one
close.
time and he was like, "Delete my number."
We're not even friends, and he felt the need to message me and be like, "This is 100%."
Or did
Yeah,
he
that
think
rules.
you were that girl and he was sliding into
Rose-
her DMs
Yeah,
and he's
true.
like, fuck.
Yeah, he's like, let me thumb you, baby.
See what
So her
they
name is
cast it.
Rose Namajunas.
Yeah,
I'm a Jonas.
This is her.
she's world champ, I think.
That's what Kanye was saying.
So-
Not my Jews, man.
Yeah.
That's her on the left.
Pretty
It's Brendan.
sweet.
Yeah, I could
But
totally
if
see
you
that.
pulled me
There
up
is-
in
I'll-
high school
I'll
with a
pull up-
shaved head,
That's
And
also
you
the
got,
girl
you got
Dan
pointy
thumb.
sideburns in
It's
it too,
really-
don't you? I
yeah,
remember
I got
seeing
the
that.
points
I'll find it
and-
on your Instagram while we keep chatting.
What a terrifying dame.
Jesus.
Do you think you could kick any MMA girl's ass? Like, or do you think
No.
you'd probably
I would
lose
get
to
There you
choked.
go. There's the
Choke you
question:
out.
Is it how weird would it be to now? It's a girl, but she looks exactly like you.
To do what? To,
How weird would that be?
I'd
To like
bang
choke
her
you
out.
out or
Yeah.
to like get a hand job?
To do sex in?
To do sex in? Oh,
Yeah. Wait, you don't get choked out?
No,
during
I'd
sex?
pay for women to choke me out right now. Yeah, I'm actually going to the Motel 6 up on
He's
73
meeting
after
his
this.
dominatrix
Yeah.
after
Oh,
this.
that would be having sex with yourself would be because just both of us being like, "Did you come? Did you actually?
Well, that's all.
Did you
guys,
hate it?"
Dave.
I don't
There's a
wanna
whole
look in
episode
my
where he makes
eyes.
himself blow himself. Little Dicky
True.
makes himself blow himself on Dave.
True.
It's
Really?
pretty awesome. Yeah. He's like in a dream world, and he's like, "Wait,
Yeah, that is
are we?"
pretty awesome, John.
All right. Sorry,
just
Sorry,
wanted
it's
to
a
get
good
him-
program.
That is a good show.
Should we tell them about the 4K fucking virtual reality goggles? Because this shit's going to blow your fucking minds.
What is this?
I mean,
Might need to maybe keep that.
Does this have to do with the toilet portal your friend has in Arizona? What is it?
oh, no. That was a
No,
demon
no.
portal to hell in his
Oh.
closet.
My bad.
I still have those photos, by the way, that we should imagine. All I'm going to say is that I got myself a hold of, and I'll keep this exclusive to myself. I got a hold of some
What a
Oculuses.
wild thing to ever start a sentence with. I'll keep this exclusive to myself.
I don't want to drag Brendan into this or any of the other men that were doing this at
I
my
was
house.
going to say we got to keep this exclusive to the group because this
Isn't
is some
plural-
wild technology.
Yeah,
It
isn't
is.
plural of Oculus oculi?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so smart.
Thank God we clarified.
You put these suckers on. All you got to do,
but it's dangerous.
Yeah. I don't want you out there looking like a fool.
you can get a free trial of the VR porn on Pornhub for like a day, no money down. Got to put in some credit card numbers,
we've
but
read.
cancel it. Yeah. So as we read, we saw some
know.
tutorials of it. So you absolutely pull up big Latina milfs and you put on some videos, and all of a sudden you're going. It's like real life. Like all of a sudden you have a big stinking cock, and there's this woman that comes, and you're looking around the house.
BSC like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Absolutely. Well, would you pull up this on the Instagram for it?
Oh yeah.
Is that not her? I wish I had the side by side.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
No, let's go back to who cut your hair in high school.
Listen, dude.
This is, I mean, it's going to be the episode art. I can tell you that much. There's an American flag reflected in the background too to show how much of a patriot
that was
you are.
at what concert? At Susquehanna Bank.
XTU.
XTU probably,
no,
right?
but close. Giving up.
Aaron Carter.
No. R.I.P.
man.
Oh yeah. Thanks for
But
everything.
it's the one
You had
that's
your ears
there
pierced?
every.
I did too. Yeah.
It's the main one.
The main one.
What the fuck?
Come on, dog. You guys know this?
Dave Matthews.
Yes.
I was going to say
Matthews.
Dave Matthews or Jimmy Buffett. All right.
Dave Matthews.
Would you now? You guys both had your ears pierced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you go to a cute place in the mall? And
I went
get
to
it?
Claire's in the
Yes,
Burlington
all right.
Center. You're
Yeah,
fucking
now
right. I did.
when you got home, what did your dad say?
My dad totally thought I was gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
that's
like,
a
I
tough
can't
one.
believe you're
Did
my
you
son.
prove him right? And you're like, watch this, Dad. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go blow myself from 3
Oh,
years in the future.
look how gay I am.
my dad actually did ask me, and then I was just like, no, it's just I lost a bet in college. I was home on fall break. He's like, good, because if you ever came out of the closet, I'd tell you to go right the fuck back in.
He's more ashamed that you're a bad gambler.
Yeah, he's like, wow, you lost a fucking shitty
Pussy.
bet.
What a weird sentence to say though. How do you go back in the closet?
like if you were to like
You're
come
like,
out
I'm
of
gay,
it,
and he's like, no, you're not.
no,
You're
no,
like, I'm not.
turn around, get back
Dan's
in.
dad was going to physically lock him in a closet.
Yeah, literally in a
straight.
closet.
If he told me to go back in the closet, I would turn around with the most like diva hand snap, turn right around, and just walk
You
right
didn't
back
deserve
in.
me, Pop.
You know what bet I lost?
You could not contain this guy.
Fuck.
You know what bet
Not
I
these
fucking
lawnmowers, brother.
the lawn that I the lawn.
Oh, and
I have dyslexia,
I just
I
noticed.
think.
I started. I fucking hate that shirt. But go ahead. That makes me so upset.
Look, ducks right down there.
Damn, I feel like we just caught a second win. We're cooking now.
We're really fucking
All right,
going.
sorry.
Yeah, we're
So
going.
The bet that I lost, the how I got the ears pierced, was a kid in my college, didn't live in my dorm, but he had a beta fish fighting ring. And he bought like 12 beta fish and put them in one tank, and everybody bet on a fish.
Yeah.
yeah,
And mine was the first one to go, so I had to get my ears pierced.
My friends and I have also done a big.
Oh shit! So have you got? Is this just PA college?
no, we tried. I went to college in PA, and we
Oh, you
also
did, that's
did
right.
it in a tub.
Ours didn't work, but
The
Holy
beta
shit.
fish thing.
The beta fish
Yeah.
thing. Okay.
One of my friends died in a drunk driving accident. But how was the
tight.
beta fish thing, guys?
That's actually more fucked up than us killing beta fish
that was
from a
pretty cool.
PetSmart at large.
Me and my
Yeah.
friends did a worse thing that I'll have to disclose off the pod.
Because it was a hate crime.
It's actually not. It's actually not
Unsolved hate crime instead of unsolved
No,
mysteries.
no,
it's
there's
terms
no
like
law
the
saying
beta
you-
fish situation, not a Mike Vick situation.
Yeah, there's no
okay.
law saying Brendan can't put his penis in a snake's mouth. There's just things suggesting you shouldn't.
Yes. Your
I mean, that's
producer's
the
horrifying.
perfect thing to wrap it up on properly.
Yeah, I think if there's anything that I wanted to end this podcast on, it's that I put
You
my
putting
penis,
your penis in a
snake's
snake's
mouth.
Questioning the legality of putting
Look it up.
all
I bet
allegedly.
it's a state by state law.
That snake swallows.
Yeah, everything mentioned on here is all alleged.
Arkansas,
we didn't do
you
any
can
of
do
these
that probably.
things.
I'm just gonna keep looking at this tough. You look tough, dude. What happened?
Dude, I just.
What kind of beer were in that back? Was
started
in that
taking those
backpack?
hormone pills.
What was in there? Heineken, Miller's,
Very
Busch
tank
Lights?
top and baggy cargo shorts type of guy.
Yeah,
I still am.
Did you
I haven't
draw on?
changed.
Yeah.
Did you pencil on a beard?
There's
Does that
no
look-
beard.
Do you see a faint
You look like
mustache?
kind of like Franklin the Turtle and 8 Mile.
Ooh, thank you.
That was fucked up, dude. I don't even mean
Yeah,
that,
I-
dude.
I could see the
the hell was that?
Eminem in 8 Mile
compliment.
though. I could see a bit of that. Yeah.
It's just that hairline. All right, what do you guys want to promote?
Oh God, Dan, go ahead.
I mean,
Sounds
it's
good.
the fucking Mooth. It's the Moose on Saturday.
Mooth line.
I'm already in that. Like, I really should have just stayed out of the closet, right? We got the Mooth lounge.
moose on Saturday.
The Moose on Saturday. We got the South Jersey Bad Boys
Come
cooking
on
on
out,
the
Queens.
YouTubes, and
Fuck.
yeah, that's
was
on
Friday.
Saturday. And then, I mean, I think we're any one of us is going to be on a Crick show one of these days.
Oh, I got some amazing Crick
Yeah.
stuff to promote this week.
Yeah.
You're gonna,
So I have a private gig for the Crick on at like in Rutgers, New Brunswick on Wednesday.
the Crick in Rutgers.
For the Crick, or like for the people that run the Crick.
It's just you and Drew in a room.
Jess and
For some
Drew.
guy that he met in State Penn.
We're doing that on Wednesday. Thursday at the Crick.
Yep.
Friday I have a bar mitzvah
Yep.
that I'm doing.
Mazel.
30 minutes on, and then Saturday at the Moose, dude.
Just do
Sunday
30.
the comic strip.
Hey. 30 minutes for a bar mitzvah. You must be making like $8,000.
I'm making good money.
It's gotta be absurd.
I
Holy
legitimately,
shit.
I was like, I have to do this.
Yeah, no shit.
It's gonna be horrible, and I'm doing it.
Yup.
Just do a chunk of Ari Shafir's new special Jew. Available
like-
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kanye and Kyrie rule, dude.
Dude, it's gonna be hard. I told them, I'm like, these are 12-year-old boys that have never seen comedy, nor do they want it. Like,
Oh,
this is
yeah,
gonna be
but dude-
horrible.
No,
Oh, wow.
you're just writing jokes at 12-year-old boys.
Yeah, you're gonna crush, dude.
Do a couple fart
Dude,
noises
they
in
don't
there.
understand though. Like,
Do a TikTok
what stand-up
dance?
is.
I want to. If you don't hit a TikTok dance in the middle of your thing, you don't know your audience. Yeah.
If they do want to know what it
really
is, you should ask a certain local magician to go with you and open up for you, and he can do a few bag of tricks jokes for you in the beginning.
All right, we're opening up a whole new treasure chest here. We gotta wrap this thing up. Matt, what do you got going on?
The Moose Lodge,
yeah, how we're cooking.
Good. I'm gonna also promote that, guys. So we can really-
Turnersville Van Jam on Friday. That'll be a fun one. Comedy on the Crick, which I'll be going from the Moose Lodge to Comedy on the Crick.
Directly there.
Driving back, and I'm forcing my older friends to stay out and drink that night. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. You're going to be staying out and drinking that night.
Yep, yep,
We'll be
we'll be
available.
there.
We'll be doing that. And then we got Next in Line at the Victoria Free House on the 19th.
nice.
And having fun.
Just having fun.
Sure.
Just having that damn fun.
Yeah.
I am gonna also promote the Moose Lodge show. Yeah. Yeah, I got a couple other things scattered throughout November.
Back to school nights.
Crick and Crickets shows. I got Cricks and Crickets left and right. Yeah, Monte Comedy, Hacks Comedy Golf, the greatest golf show that ever came out of the Philadelphia area.
Yep.
Is that coming back?
We should fire that back up down
Not
at
for
Valley
you.
Brook. Yeah. You got scratched from the lineup.
But yeah. Say something about the Republicans.
Dr. Oz, help us, please. We need you.